Normally, this wouldn't be enough to
God
make
help
it on
us
this
all.
illustrious list. However, the Curious Bear Cub is so important that Lisa has a picture of it over her bed.
Oh yeah,
It
this
has
was
been
kind of a
present for
mind fuck
so
for
many
me.
iconic Simpsons moments. When Lisa gets rid of her ill-gotten Malibu Stacy's, when she's depressed after that cartoon, when Marge tells Bart and Lisa she's having another baby, when Bart apologizes for being a dickhead, and a bunch of other ones I didn't feel like looking up. The Curious Bear Cub is always there, always watching.
What is this song? Is it Hallelujah?
I admit,
No, surely not.
I am biased
right?
on this one, as this bear barely does anything.
The bear is
Homer
so
tries rescuing the
sad.
kids, a bear suddenly climbs up instead.
Dude, this
Homer
one's
cuts
fucked
the ladder,
up.
it falls and runs away.
Oh my
The
gosh,
only
that's
reason
so
this is
fucked
making the
up.
list is that I've always felt kind of bad for this bear.
Yeah, that bear.
It just wanted
yeah.
to escape from the fire.
Yep.
Look at how scared it is. Surely the era of jerk-ass Homer that he would rather save his kids. Also, maybe this is a Smokey Bear
True.
reference? I don't know. Anyway, justice for that bear. I hope it made it out of that fire alive. Bart, I blame you for this bear.
Yeah.
I always liked this season 23 cutaway, where Nelson talks about his dad, Chalmers
I like
assures
this
him there are
episode.
no bad fathers
I've
out
seen
here,
this one.
and we cut to these bears. What?
seen this
Can
one,
a
yeah.
guy eat his own offspring without being hassled?
Yeah.
Spoiler warning, this is going to be a pro-bear video in general, as are all YouTube videos.
Sure.
But let's just say there's a
And
reason
Bobo.
why Mama
Bobo's
Bear
number one,
raises
I'm
her
pretty
cubs
sure.
alone.
I haven't seen this one in
Papa
a while.
bears are a bunch of assholes.
That's wrong. It's Steen. It's Stein. Fuck anyone who says anything otherwise. It's not true. It's Stein. I refuse to believe it. You never make me believe it, Stan.
Ah, classic. Solid cutaway joke, showing the consequences of Homer knife larceny. Makes me wish we saw more of this subplot, to be honest. This is only landing at number 17
Well,
on this
good.
list,
Don't do what
however,
Donnie
because
don't
it's not
does.
that amazing of a gag by classic era standards. And the
couldn't
backgrounds
have made
don't
this
look
any easier.
particularly good. Not exactly the
Or
lush
any
setting
clearer.
of other scenes. This might be the deadliest bear on this list, as this was when the other dads have mysteriously disappeared. The important thing is that Ernest
It's so
Borgnine
good.
somehow got away. For now.
For now. I love the real gems.
Speaking of deadly bears, this isn't the first three bears joke from The Simpsons, but I'm going
Really?
with this one because there's more substance to it. Pretty straightforward Halloween spin on the concept. I enjoyed this joke about Bart mixing the hot and cold porridges. And-
yeah. I remember that. Like, this one's too cold, this one's too hot, and he just pours the other one in there, and it's like, just right. Like, that is some fucking street
The
smart
execution of Goldilocks'
It's
horrific
funny.
death is pretty neat. The Simpsons can't
Just
show
think they're
all the
neat.
grisly violence in their Halloween specials, and this one lets it live
The
in the
tropical
audience's
poncho.
twisted imagination.
I don't know about.
Good stuff.
Don't know about this.
So does anyone
Ah,
else
widows
find the
wanna
setup
see
of
the
this joke
future.
way too ominous and sinister? How Cletus is like,
great.
sometimes I whittle the future. And
No,
then we
he doesn't say that. He says sometimes I whittles the future.
get this super dramatic music sting, like this is a big plot twist. So
I'll
much
find it.
gravitas
I'll
for what
find it and I'll
ultimately
show it.
pays
It's
off
very
in a
important that I
quick
do that.
background gag. Whatever, I'm obviously nitpicking here. I love this Cletus appearance.
Yeah.
I love the payoff.
Here, look, right here. I've watched it.
Say, Cletus, have you seen a couple of kids go by? I don't have such a good memory since I drank my thermometer,
Yeah, don't do that.
but I whittles what I sees. Is this them? It sure is. We're on the right track. Hey, what are you making now? Oh, sometimes I whittles the future.
That's the sting he's talking about.
I love that they somehow arrested the bear and had bear-sized handcuffs.
Yeah, it's great.
Finally, a bear arrest that
Well, do they though? It looks like it's actually kind of constricting his paws.
was
and
actually
things.
warranted.
Don't know. Maybe.
One of the few establishing shots
Yeah, a
that
lot
make
of-
me yell, "Oh no!" every
God,
time it appears.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Homer gets raped by a panda. It's weird.
Once the panda ice cream cones show up, you know who's about to come. Easily one of the most despised Simpsons scenes ever by its dorky message board fans. Sure. I only really enjoy it on the I can't believe this is a show now level,
I mean,
which admittedly brings some meta humor to it. That capper from Moe is one of the dullest
you ain't going nowhere, cutie.
dialogue in Simpsons history.
Yeah.
Also, it's weird to think that Lisa watched her dad get dragged away to be assaulted by a large animal. Even though the scene is infamous, even its biggest haters have to admit it's iconic. On a list of Simpsons bears, it's mandatory to include Ping Ping and Simpson.
I mean, you can't ignore it, because then people are going to be like, why are you ignoring
it? Oh, look,
it?
It's the only good part of When You Dish Upon a Star. Okay. I guess some of the Ron Howard stuff is funny.
Yeah, Ron Howard is actually really funny.
It feels like a bad sign when your episode peaks
Big Ron Howard
before
fan,
the main character wakes up. Anyway, this Yogi Bear parody is pretty dang cute. I love how they merge these Simpsons and Hanna-Barbera designs, how Homer does the tippy
they're pretty
thing,
good.
Then how it gets hilariously dark and aggressive with Ranger Ned. It's somewhat surprising that it took them 10 seasons to do a Yogi and Boo Boo parody, as Homer and Bart slide so easily into these roles.
Is it surprising? I don't know.
My only regret
are they back?
We never got to see the Magilla Gorilla Dream. I think we get the gist.
I was partial to Huckleberry Finn, like the Jetsons and Flintstones. I am partial, and I think it's been debunked, but I don't know about the Jetsons. Like, why? We can talk later. Like, what do you need to talk about? I don't want to get on talking, because when I get on talking and I'm drunk, I say, like, way too much shit. And don't say we need to talk. I don't like it when people tell me that.
We're going back to the pitiable bears on this list. I love Loveday, and Sir Loves-a-Lot.
Sir Loves-a-Lot, the bear who loves to love.
Homer excitedly opens his present, discovers Marge didn't get him Sir Huggington, and quietly faces it away from him.
I'll talk about this, but I'm not staying on very long.
That Homer has a strong opinion.
Because I tend to run my mouth, and I don't need to do that shit.
Then we get one of the most relatable arguments in Simpsons history about topping off the trash. And Homer just stomps on that bear over and
that's not the night to do that.
Over again. The crackling robotic
but
I love yous
I'll
as he
get on
stomps
there.
on it some more. Reminds me of the season 13 joke. There's something about Homer and these talking robots.
This is what I came here for. Get on after this. Hold on.
Sir Loves-a-Lot is no Sir Huggington, but in his limited screen time,
he's so good
and tugged at our heartstrings.
Me and this guy are gonna have a fun night.
I guess this is the Mike Scully part of the countdown.
No, that was it. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Hold on. What? What do you want? Yeah, but people goad me into shit when I get on here. So.
Oh. Don't pay no attention to them. I got to talk about Avowed, man.
I don't know anything about it. I don't. Isn't it like in the only thing I know about Avowed? Let me get this right. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's Obsidian's new RPG. It's set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, and that's literally all I know about it. Tell me.
Oh my god, it's good. It's so fucking good, man. It's Skyrim level good. It is like beyond Skyrim levels good.
Hold on. You saying it's Skyrim levels good does not convince me. Is it like Morrowind levels good? Because Skyrim took out medium armor and spears. So I'm not like a super big fan of Skyrim.
Any Elder Scrolls game.
Okay.
It is better than any Elder Scrolls game.
Okay. Like how? What?
So
I haven't paid attention to it at all, so I'm completely in the dark. I don't know about anything.
So it does take place in the Pillars of Eternity universe. However, it takes place on a different continent, and you don't have to like know the universe or anything. Like it's its own.
Sure. Yeah. But
I mean, it's like you can play Skyrim and not have played Morrowind or Oblivion. Like it's its own.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Story.
Why is it good? I literally, it's not been on my radar at all, like in any capacity. So I don't know anything about it other than those two things. So, Jerk it off and tell me why it's so good. Like I don't know, like why, like
So, first of all, it's not technically out yet. You had to have bought the
yeah.
premium edition
I
for
did know
1 week
that.
early.
Yeah.
I,
I
I
was looking
bought the
at shit to
premium
buy.
edition.
Sure.
Okay. Um, so I paid the $90 for it because it's
Sure.
Obsidian and I really
Sure.
like the Outer Worlds,
Yeah.
and so I
They
figured I
they
would
make
like
good shit.
this.
Yeah, for sure.
And I like Pillars of Eternity, although I still have yet to ever finish it.
It's a long game. Me too.
It's
I
so
bought
much.
I bought it a few times, and I'm getting Path of Exile 2 right now. By the way, it's like very large, but
It
anyway,
is
go
so
ahead.
good.
Yeah,
Path of Exiles 2 is good too.
yeah.
So
Anyway, yeah,
you got to keep in mind, I'm also working at 12-hour shifts right now. Like today's the last day of my week, so it's
yeah.
a 70 gigabyte download, and I downloaded it last night, or
Okay,
I downloaded it yesterday. So when I got off work this morning, I got to go through the tutorial, and
okay,
then I looked up and it's fucking 8 o'clock, and I got to be in bed because I got to be up at fucking. I got to be leaving the house at 4 to work,
okay.
and so I got up at 1, and I played fucking till 4:45. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go to fucking work, man. Like,
Wait, I thought you. Wait,
it is.
what? Hold on. I thought you had to leave
So
at 4,
I do, I do.
and you played it until 4:45.
Yes, and then I drove 97 miles an hour to get to work on time.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see. I've done. Yeah. Okay, I got you. That wasn't like a 3. That wasn't a missed saves. Okay, I see.
No,
I see.
it was not a mistake. I left the house 45 minutes late because I couldn't stop what
Gotcha.
I was
Oh,
doing.
okay. I've been there. Yeah, gotcha.
It is so fucking good, man.
What is good about like what like?
So it's Skyrim basically in Pillars of Eternity, right?
Okay.
Ex- So you choose like a base class, of course. Now you know what the godlike race is, right?
The what? No, nuh-uh. I don't
The
hardly.
godlike race is from Pillars of Eternity.
I've played like an hour Pillars of Eternity. No, I don't. Just assume I know nothing about anything.
So you're a godlike race character. There's no race selection. You are a godlike race,
Okay.
and so they're a race of people that have been touched by the gods and they have weird fungal growths on them or whatever. None of that fucking matters though, because everybody knows you're a godlike. But if you don't want to look like a fucking mushroom person, you can just turn it off so you look like a normal fucking human. Okay.
Okay. I like mushrooms though.
So, but everybody will comment on like um, how your character's a godlike and how you look and all that shit. But whatever. Um,
Is it like
think
a Nephilim kind of Diablo thing where you're like half?
Kind of, but not really. They're people that it's the race of people who's been touched by the gods and inherited like godlike powers or whatever.
Uh huh.
But it's just whatever the race is.
Okay.
But anyways, it's like Skyrim. But what I want to talk about is the fucking combat system, okay?
Okay.
Because the combat system, it's so fucking good. It's got to be the best fucking combat system I've seen in a first person RPG. Period. Across the board.
Okay.
Okay.
Why? Yeah.
You
Tell
have
me.
you have you have two weapon sets. Okay.
Okay.
So you can swap between the weapon sets. So for instance, when you start the game, I started off the game and I had a dagger
Shit.
and I found another dagger. So now I'm dual wielding daggers.
Well,
Okay.
hold on. Tell me before you get into combat, like, is there like classes, or is it just skill based, or what's
Oh,
going
so
on with that?
there's three classes you can choose to start from, like a fighter, a ranger, which is kind of like the rogue,
Sure,
or a scholar, which is like the wizard.
it's magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
So
anything like Sorry, there's a game. Shit, I can't think of it. It was like because it looked like that because it's very like bright and shiny and stuff. It was oh, what's that game? It was really good. I really enjoyed it. That fucking it very bright game. They only did one of them. I think THQ made it, and it had a really interesting class system, and like the combat was there. It was supposed to be an MMO, but it was a single player game, and you had these like cards, and it was, oh my god. Well, here, keep telling me. I'm gonna find that because it's gonna
So
bother me if I don't.
I chose a fucking scholar, okay,
Okay,
because I won't make
yeah,
powers. Okay. So I start the game
sure.
and I start out the game, I just have a dagger. You're on a ship going to the living lands, which are the extra continent away
Yeah,
from the Pillars of Eternity stuff.
sure.
And you have a shipwreck, of course, because you got to separate you from the big entourage of people that are traveling with you.
Yeah.
And so then you're shipwrecked. You've lost all your items. And I
Kingdoms
have a
of
dagger.
Amalur. I'm sorry. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. You play that? Did you play that at all when it came out? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is
A
it like
long,
that?
long,
Like,
long fucking time ago.
okay,
It's so much better. So
okay.
listen to this shit. So I started off as a scholar, and I started the game with a dagger. I
Uh-huh.
looted a second dagger, so now I could dual wield daggers. And
Sure.
then I found a bow, so I put the bow on my second weapon set. Now it's just a one button push, and you sheath the daggers and pull out your bow. Okay.
Okay.
Now, because I'm a scholar, I hit level 2 and I learned magic missile. So now I have my 2 weapon sets and magic missile. So
Okay.
magic missile is a different button press. Now, so I have the stab, the long range, and the magic missiles. Perfect. Now I'm starting to feel like a mage. Except
Okay.
I open a treasure chest and I find a wand and a grimoire. So there go the daggers. I put them away, and now I have a wand in one hand, a grimoire in the other hand, and a bow on my back, and I can cast spells. The grimoire enables 4 different spells that are written in the grimoire to cast, and the wand shoots like a fucking little blast of energy, like fucking Harry Potter style, man.
Okay.
And you can dodge in the combat, like I don't know if you played Doom Eternal. You got that
Yeah.
like sidestep dodge.
I have Doom Eternal, yeah. I've played it.
Right. So you have that sidestep dodge in combat.
Uh-huh.
I have access to 4 spells on my Grimoire. I've learned more spells that I can cast without the Grimoire. I have a magic wand and a fucking bow.
Okay.
And the combat is so fucking good. Like I can't even describe how good it is. I am totally going to stream the entire fucking game this weekend.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
I
I
can quite literally show you.
I
And I'm not even that far in the fucking game. There's
uh-huh.
skill points and skill trees and everything.
Okay. Yeah, and it's Obsidian, right? So
Yeah,
they've been doing pretty well lately, right? Like,
it's and the dialogue and everything is like Outer Worlds.
okay. I haven't beaten Outer Worlds. I've played like a little bit of it, like 5-10 hours of it, and I really liked it. I should probably go back and play more of it. But I mean, and you have like New Vegas and Obsidian. That's like everyone loves New Vegas.
Yeah.
Like Obsidian's generally like a pretty good company to place your bets on, I guess. So what are you doing now? Like,
So now because you're the envoy for the Emperor is the story,
uh-huh.
and you're investigating this Dream
Well,
Scourge
well,
plague
hold
that
on,
is.
hold on. That wasn't what like in real life. What are you doing
Oh,
now?
I'm fucking working, man.
Okay, okay. So you just saw me on had to come in
Or
like
I would be
jizz all
fucking
over.
playing
I
right the
gotcha.
fuck now.
I
Like
gotcha.
I would be playing right the fuck now if I wasn't working.
No, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Um, so you're an envoy for the Emperor that's come to uh, investigate this Dream Scourge plague,
Uh huh.
basically zombie virus. It's raising the dead, causing the living to go mad, and it's a zombie virus, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all fine and dandy. So you shipwreck, you get to the first town, and the town is like probably one of the best RPG towns I've seen in a while.
Uh huh.
Like it feels like a real town. You know, like some games and towns are kind of like meh. They don't really feel like it could be a real town.
Sure.
Final Fantasy 14 is really guilty of this,
Uh huh.
where their towns just seem like a bunch of shit laid everywhere. It doesn't seem like there's any like thinking or knowledge about like no planning that went on. They just threw all the shit down to the ground.
I call it like a video game town. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like a video game town. It doesn't feel like a video game town. It feels like a real town. Like the docks open up to the merchants in the town center. You've got like City Hall in the town center. You've got stuff.
It's like a table RPG town, tabletop RPG town. Those are generally like you have like thousands of little.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, and it feels like a tabletop RPG. It doesn't feel like a video game.
Sure.
Town.
Yeah.
There's fucking loot and secrets fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I started the game and jumped into the water. It was like, surely there's treasure here. And there was. And I was happy. Like
okay, here's the big thing. Like, how does it react? Because like the #1 gold standard right now is Baldur's Gate. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit this ladder and make these people not like have a ladder to go up, and then I did that, and they're like, "Oh, you destroyed our ladder. We don't like that. Don't do that again. We can't climb up there to gain this thing." And I'm like, "Oh my god, they actually reacted to me killing their ladder. What game does that?" So is it like on that level kind of thing?
You know, we've just gotten Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I don't know if you've ever played Deliverance 1.
I did, and I kind of want Deliverance 2.
Real quick.
Yeah.
On Deliverance 2, because I just bought them both. I've played one before a long time ago, but I just bought them both on computer. But I've heard from a friend of mine that he killed an NPC in town, did not want to get caught, so he waited until the guy was sleeping, knocked him out, drug his body into the forest, and murdered him, and then took all his clothes and left his naked corpse in the forest, right?
Sure.
And then a week later in the game, he's in a tavern, and there are 2 random NPCs talking about how the blacksmith of so-and-so town was found dead and stripped of all his belongings in the forest. And nobody can figure out what happened to him. Like, that kind of level of realism in a game is insane.
Yeah.
Now, I don't feel that I've hit any decisions yet.
Okay.
In Avowed.
About how long have you played in Avowed? Just curious. You said you hadn't played like a ton, but yeah.
I did the tutorial about an hour right after it finished downloading, and then I had to go to sleep. And then I woke up and I played about 5 or 6 hours.
So okay, you're still like maybe under the 10-ish hour mark, around 10 hours. So you got a ways to go. Fair enough.
I've done 2 side quests. I haven't even done the first main quest, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. No, I gotcha. Yeah.
So it is very good. The combat is insane.
I did look on
really well
on Steam. I mean it's like mostly positive, and it seems to be doing like pretty good. So
it is even better than I thought it'd be. Like I thought it would be cool and stuff, but actually playing it,
it's like very positive, very positive reviews. So that's good.
So. Highly recommend. 5 hours of play, highly recommend.
Yeah. I'm still on
9 hours left to fucking work, and all I can think about is going back and figuring out where the fucking Challenger went, so that I can rescue him, because that's the main fucking quest.
That's a good thing about, especially at our age, because our age is whatever. But like, it's a special thing to get a video game and then like you think about the video game at work. The last game that I did that with was like Marvel Rivals. I'm like, man, I want to go home and play Marvel Rivals. So I know it's like a special game whenever somebody that's 39, 40, 38, whatever, like they're like, oh my god, I've been thinking about this at work. So that's like a really good indictment on like how good the game is. So
well, like at our age, I have limited time. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So
if I play a game for an hour or two and it doesn't catch my attention in that hour or two, fine.
I'm
good until I get bored.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Avowed is so good. I highly recommend you pirate. I mean, pay for it legally.
Okay. I'll tell you right now that you saying that you're like thinking about it at work is probably the best review a person could give for it for me to want to play it. That's just because of that, our age and where we are in life, and you're because I'll say this: I've never heard you talk about thinking about playing a game when you get off. Like you seem like incredibly excited about it, and that makes me very much want to play it. So
it's good, man. It's so good.
Yeah. So, but
you'll see it, and the graphics are fucking good. I know.
Yeah,
that
I did watch it.
When they first announced the game, the graphics looked like shit, and everybody was bitching about it. But the graphics are good.
I because I was like looking for something to buy, and I go on Steam like every couple of days. I'm like, oh, whatever. And then it looks really good. And like for me, I don't give a shit about graphics. Like, but for what they did have, like it did look very good. But like it's whatever for me.
I'm telling you, you would like it.
Yeah.
Just for the combat alone, it's really good to have like. I mean, at most RPGs, like you're a spellcaster. It's you maybe hotkey 4 or 5 spells and that's it.
Yeah, well, unless you're level 100 in Final Fantasy 14, but yes, yeah, you're right.
then you have 100 spells and you use 6 of them.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I'm on it right now.
My level fucking 99 Dark Knight has fucking like 30 abilities. You know how many I use? 4.
Well, I'm 100 and you have to do it. I'm a red mage though, but yeah.
Yeah, but like I have one hot bar that's dedicated to tanking, and whether I'm tanking single targets, and then I have another hot bar that's tanking AOE targets. Yeah. And so
we got to get you up to the savage raids AOE. And shit. You're gonna be using all of them. You're probably dying a million times. But anyway, that's
one
whatever.
Spams AOEs, one spam single target attack.
No, I gotcha. Yeah. I got that.
And then both of them have like the same defensive cooldowns on the hot bars. So I mean, it's
I mean, but that's MMO.
I want to keep playing Final Fantasy 14, but like I get on and I start playing it, I'm like, this is fucking boring.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I've just been playing it like forever, and I'm like invested in the story. So I don't know.
Well, then in like Pantheon, the game I was trying to get you to buy, like. There's a shit ton of content. Like 40 is the max level right now because it's early access still.
Sure.
40 is the max level. The problem is there's a shit ton of stuff to do until you're level 20, and then there's nothing.
Yeah. Like I told you, like I'm super interested in it, but like I want to play it when it's all out. And I say that, and I told you that like I bought Path of Exile 2 right now, but I've seen a lot of people like they are super hardcore in that, so I don't know how good like Path of Exile 2 is, but I know I want to like support that. You've never told me, actually I've never talked to you about this. How is like the Diablo 4 expansion? Like I'm not against getting it. It's not like I hate Diablo 4 or anything. I just haven't.
You have absolutely had that conversation.
Yeah, well, I was probably drunk as shit, so I mean.
Yep, that's correct.
How many times have we had this conversation where you're like, we've had this conversation, I tell you I'm drunk as shit, and you're like, yeah. So anyway, tell me again while I'm not that gone, so I can actually remember it. Like, is it good? Like, is it worth it?
It's a bait. The expansion is to add the new class.
Yeah, everyone seems to like the class. I have seen that because I've looked at it.
Like the class, because all the skills like intertwine and connect and the other skills.
Yeah.
So because of that, the class is built better than like any other class. Like if I put a point in Fireball, it doesn't affect my Blizzard. It is a sorceress. Does that make sense?
No, like why would it? Why would it affect it?
If I raise the level of my Fireball spell and I'm a sorceress, and then I also like if I have a level 1 Fireball and a level 1 Blizzard, and I raise level Fireball up to say 5, it doesn't do anything to the Blizzard. I still have level 5 Fireball, level 1 Blizzard. Right?
Okay, why would it? Like, why do you bring that up? Why
Okay.
would you think
Okay,
it
so
would?
why would it? But for the class, and I forget the fucking name of it. Uh,
I don't
but
even remember.
Spiritborn
Uh,
for the
Spiritborn, yeah.
Spiritborn
Okay, yeah.
class, if I put a point in Gorilla Stomp or whatever, part
Yeah.
of the class mechanic for Spiritborn is that all your skills act as like you have 4 different skill types: Jaguar, Eagle,
Centipede, right? That's one of them.
Centipede, and Gorilla. And so the class mechanic is that you have your primary spirit that you choose. All skills act as that. So I could level up a Gorilla skill, but it's acting as a Jaguar skill, which means it affects all the Jaguar skills are affected, but every skill is a Jaguar skill.
Then
Even though it's a Gorilla skill.
Then
So
hold
they,
on.
like, intertwine and buff each other.
That doesn't make sense. And why are they disparate? Like, why would there be a Gorilla skill if they affect all the other ones? Why wouldn't they just be? There would be no different types of skills if everything affects everything else. That doesn't make sense to
because
me.
you can only choose 2 spirits, and your primary spirit, it makes all your skills act whatever that primary spirit is. Your secondary skill makes, like, I forget what it does, but it does another buff, but it's not as powerful as acting as a Jaguar. Like, so if I use a Gorilla skill, but it's acting as a Jaguar because Jaguar is my primary.
Is that like a class subclass Final Fantasy kind of thing? Like, I'm trying to.
No, it's just a class mechanic. So, like, druids get a choose.
Hold on one second. My headphones. That's gonna be my next big fucking purchase. It's another fucking pair of headphones. God damn it! Hold on. Shit dies all the time. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm good. Keep talking.
No, it's just a class mechanic. So, like, every class has a class mechanic. Like, druids can choose one spirit buff from 4 different spirits, so they get 4 buffs, and it ranges anywhere from, like, get mana back on kill to restore health when crit and stuff like that. So, but the Spiritborn's class mechanic makes the first one makes all skills act as another.
Okay, so that's great and everything. What about, like, the story? Because that's kind of what I'm looking for in a game now. Like, is it good? Is it?
Did you beat the storyline on Diablo 4?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you know, she runs away with Mephisto's Soulstone at the end of Diablo 4. Right?
Yeah, and I fucking hated that. But yeah.
And she's running off to the forest of Nahantu with Mephisto's Soulstone. And the expansion is all about fucking chasing her. She's running away with the Soulstone and how it's spreading corruption all across the Nahantu region as she travels. Okay, so what has happened in all of Diablo history when somebody has a fucking Soulstone with a primeval attack?
They get corrupted and then they slam it into their head and shit like that.
Yeah, slam it in their body, their chest, whatever. And
whatever,
then they
yeah.
Like, that's that's every fucking Diablo anything. That's what happens.
Right.
Well, you fucking chase her all across Nahantu while Mephisto is appearing to you in visions, taunting you, and you're like, oh shit, this is going to end the Mephisto fight, right?
Yeah, that seems
like
yeah.
That's where this is fucking going.
Yeah, of course.
And you finally catch him holding the soul crystal above her fucking head, and then she sets it down on the ground and walks away.
Okay, that's
weird.
It. It seems like a cock tease. It seems like fucking edging. It seems like edging blue balls kind of thing.
The whole fucking expansion is, and that's what everyone was pissed about. They added uniques that have plus 200% damage to angels and demons, and you're like, oh shit, Mephisto's about to break free. We about to fight the high heaven.
Because right now,
shit's about to go down.
Because that's a big thing. Is like the heavens are closed.
You have a soul.
Sorry, you're. Yeah. Go ahead.
You have a small fucking fight with Mephisto in his wolf form.
Which,
And it's like halfway through the storyline. It's not even like the final boss.
Sure.
And you know what
That's...
saved her from shoving the stone into her head? Y'all found this previously unnamed, not in any Diablo lord ever, ancient hero. I forget what his fucking name is. And y'all find his spirit, and he helps you to stop corruption from spreading into her brain, whatever, and saves her from Mephisto's corruption. And as a result, in the final cutscene, you see that priest or whatever, this fucking paladin or priest or fucking body rise up from the fucking grave, and you hear Mephisto's voice talking through his corpse. So Mephisto is resurrected, but you don't get a fight.
So it sounds to me like this...
He's basically a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Okay, so it sounds to me like this is basically like... They call it an expansion, but it seems like a big DLC, because whenever, in my day, and I know we're nearly 40 fucking years old, but in my day, an expansion was like nearly a full fucking game. This does not sound like a full other game that adds on to a game. It sounds like a big DLC. Is what I'm getting. Like, if it's not anything, because everyone's wondering, where's Diablo?
Okay.
You know?
Path of Exile 1 added more content in a season than Diablo did in a season.
I play Path of Exile 1. Yeah, I'm aware. Path of Exile 1 is amazing. Which is why I wanted to plunk the $30 down for Exile 2 today. So yeah, I did you? Oh my. Okay, hold on. If you got time, did you see the PlayStation State of Play? Because I streamed it the other day. I don't know if you saw it. You what?
It was dog shit.
I don't know if it was though.
So I watched it last night while I was working.
Yeah.
I completely forgot it was going to be on here today. But I watched it last night, and
I don't think it was dog shit.
I don't fucking know, man.
I'm not saying it was like the best thing ever, and like a lot of people were, but the State of Play has always been these like smaller games, and like what they showed off, I thought was like okay. I was actually pretty surprised we got a new Shinobi, as small as it was. Like I'm a big like Revenge of Shinobi fan, like Genesis stuff. I like that. The last game that they showed off, the actor on that, like the something Souls, like Rise of the Sun, or I forgot what it was, but that looked okay. Like some of the stuff looked pretty.
That was the only thing that really looked neat, but I felt like none of that.
Oh yeah, they did not have like nearly any first party things. Well, they spent like what was it, like half a fucking $1 million on in Discord, or not Discord, Concord, and well, we all know what happened with that.
We all know how that.
Yeah, I thought the game. Okay, you can say it's like complete shit. I think the games were like okay, but I mean they weren't like the best. And everyone, myself included, I was actually the first person on their YouTube stream to be like, oh hey, look, no Silk Song again, and because I don't think that game will ever come out. Like I legitimately don't.
Well, if you look at Hollow Knight, like Hollow Knight has the same shit because they just kept adding. They're like, are we done yet? No, we're not done. We're going to add more stuff. No, we're going to add more stuff. We're going to add more stuff. Like Silk Song was supposed to be a DLC for Hollow Knight.
Yeah, right. Yes.
So it's just going through the same process that fucking Hollow Knight did.
Dude.
It's been delayed for this fucking added.
Didn't like, hasn't it been longer since we got anything about Metroid Prime 4 than we got fucking Silk Song? Like, I want them to say, hey, we're working on it, shut the fuck up. Like, anything. We haven't gotten anything about it, and it's like, come on, man. It's actually your fault too that I'm angry about it, because like I'm pretty sure you turned me on to Hollow Knight and I played it and loved it, and now they have Silk Song, and now every fucking time that somebody's announcing new shit, that, like, it can't, like, what are they doing? It can't be that difficult. Like, it just can't. Like, what the fuck is happening? Oh.
It's just
Uh-huh.
wild, man.
Have you, and I need to buy it. I really should have bought it anyway. Maybe next paycheck. I don't know. Have you played, hey, G-Script, have you played, the God of War Ragnarok? The new one? Because I want to play it and I haven't played it, and it came out on PlayStation, and I don't have PlayStation 5. It's like, fuck it, I'll wait till it comes out on PC, and then it did, and I've put it off, but like, I really want to play it. Because I love the original.
I watched my son play the entire fucking game.
Yeah.
Like
I'm asking you, but I know I will buy it anyway and play it. But I'm just saying, like, what if you have played it? Like, what do you think of it or whatever?
Yeah, I have mixed thoughts about it. I did not think it was that.
What do you think about the first one, though, in comparison? Going on
the first one was good.
See, I love the first one, and I'm like super invested in the story, but God of War Ragnarok 2 came out, and like nobody really talked about it. Not good, not bad, not anything. I just didn't hear as much fanfare about it as the first one. Like,
I don't know how I feel about it. I did not care for it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, I still want to play it, and I will play it just because I'm invested.
And
but
I'm sure it's a perfectly fine game.
Dude, look! Oh my god! This new. Oh my gosh! I haven't even seen this. Sorry, the new Final Fantasy 14 system, like shadows and lighting, is like super good. I'm actually super impressed with it. Anyway, feeling like a villain. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I know it came out. I know it's on Steam, and I didn't know if you had played it, if you had seen it.
Yeah, I played it. Or I didn't play it. I watched my son play it.
Sure.
I mean, I have access to play with it. That's looking forward. And I'm probably going 100%
Yeah. Well, whenever you get off, if I'm still like conscious, and I'll watch or restream you or do whatever.
I will tell you, I'm looking for the clavigar or whatever they call it. It's like the chancellor, okay? And I was trying to find it because he went off to investigate something with like the mayor or whatever. So I go looking for him, and I fucking turn the corner, and there's a wall there with a guy standing next to it, and a little like roost goblin there. And he had stuck an exploding barrel on the ground. So I was like, oh, you know what that exploding barrel is? Fucking arrow, right? And so I shoot an arrow, the barrel blows up, the fucking goblin is flying. The fucking wall crumbles, and on the other side of the fucking wall is the whole lizard. And all of a sudden I'm in combat with like 15 fucking people.
Yeah, yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
The combat in about is so good. You need to get a hold of a copy of it.
Okay. Here. Whenever you get off, let me know. I'm gonna go though because this boss is, I'm playing Final. This boss is ridiculous. But
yeah, they're all. I like Final Fantasy 14, but I feel like it's much more like carnival ride.
Yeah, I mean, I played as a single player Final Fantasy, and like I'm super invested in the story. But this level 100 boss is like ridiculous. But here, I'm gonna go. I'll be on later. But so I'll talk to you later. This boss is actually one of the most fucking hectic bosses that I've ever dealt with. What are you up to, Juicy Breath? Look at this shit! How the fuck are you supposed to do this? It's ridiculous. This is the most fucking hectic boss ever. this is ridiculous, man. Sorry, we were watching some Simpsons stuff, and Darkus wanted to tell me about. And he said Final Fantasy 14, and that's like the magic word to make me play Final Fantasy 14. This is my game. This is my goat, my game of all time. What are you up to? I sent Smokey some. Orion, you're not coming up into my lap right now. You're just not, broski. Yeah, I saw you watching. I just like clicked on your name right before I went online to see what you were up to. Like, look at this shit. What? How? Dude, I don't know. Sure, tell me this boss is simple. I am dog shit. Doggo shit. Yeah, I think I watched you watch that criminal psychology thing. I actually have a few videos that I'm gonna watch after this. So just Darkus wanted to tell me about the thing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy 14 while he does it, but like, you know, the severe depression and alcoholism and everything is coming to a head tonight, so it's gonna be a fun night. It's only what, 9:30. I got Panda today. They had another. They added something to their menu. It's like 3 entrees and one side. So I got like, I get normally I get like the 2 entrees, which is like orange chicken and sweet fire chicken. Yeah, I guess so. But then I found out they have this like honey sesame chicken or whatever, and I got that. And I got like 4 beat boxes and 5 like 99 proof shots, and then a bottle of Jager because of the divorce and singleness and whatever valentines. So I figure I've earned it. That'd be no doubt. Yeah. Well, I was married for 9 years and then divorced in 6 years, and then I had a girlfriend for 3 of those, but today's the first Valentine's Day I'm single again, so yay. But I got the alcohol to cure the depression, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. So I loaded myself up with so much alcohol tonight. I'm sure it's gonna be a shit show of bullshit. But I was like watching some funny Simpsons clips, which I will do after I get done with this battle. Do you like play games or anything on your channel? Like, I know you watch a bunch of shit. I got down. Well, I asked my wife to marry me on Valentine's Day, so I'm not saying that that's worse or better, but it does have a specific meaning to me, and being divorced, it's not the best. I took her to the Arboretum and then did it. So, but hey, here we are now, alone together. Alone together. What's that? Yeah. Dude, fuck this little bunny. This Luna Piatti. Sounds like, oh, I'm gonna die so hard. Yeah, oh, look at that. Imagine that. No, everyone is just. Oh, hey, I got. Oh, nice. Instantly done. Sure. I mean, watching somebody play Final Fantasy 14 isn't much. It's an MMO. Like, I wouldn't want to watch anyone play an MMO. This is, like, by time spent, this is probably, well, it's not probably, it is my favorite game ever. If we're talking about, like, time I've put into this over the past 15 years, because this came out in 2010. So it's like I don't even know what you'd call it, like, it's like the game that I play when there's nothing else to play, like my backup game, I guess. But, you know, I have a lot of more stuff. Oh my god, we're so good. This guy is, like, very difficult. Didn't even get third down. No, it's fine. Yeah, games are, like, super complicated. I want to be honest. I don't think we will beat this guy. I am not good enough to play these dungeons. I mean, that's fair. I have a lot of YouTube videos lined up. I have at least a couple hours of YouTube videos on there. This Darkest came in and was telling me about that. I'm awful at this boss. We have meme locations by Wavy Web Surf and a bunch of other fun videos to watch. I've been kind of wanting to play Donkey Kong Country 2. It's a fun game. It's one of the best games ever made, honestly. I guess Smokey's not on tonight. I'm on his Discord and I sent him a bunch of funny Simpsons valentines. Like, I choo choo choose you. And Sir loves a lot or whatever. The bear. We gotta come up with a new... Dude, come on. This is an expert level dungeon. This is like level 100, like expert level, which is above. Like just regular dungeon running, so I will be surprised if I get through this, actually.
Shit.
DK2 absolutely does. It has Sticker Brush Symphony, which is what I play on my saxophone. It's one of my favorite video game songs, like, ever. Sticker Brush Symphony is so good. Oh, he has the hole. He has the big fucking hole. Oh shit. We gotta run away. We gotta run away to the edge. Okay. Oh my gosh. I No! Oh my gosh, I didn't fall in the hole. Dude, all three of the all three of the Donkey Kong countries, even the third one, like, people are like, oh yeah, it's not that great. But, like, it's not that bad either. Like, Donkey Kong Country 3, I think it's super underrated. Hold on a second. This is like... Okay. Dark Tank. Kate is dead. Our healer's dead. I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna be like a really, really big asshole. And it's because I shouldn't have played this right now. Sorry, they're gonna have to get a new one, or they're not gonna finish the dungeon. I feel really bad about that, but not so bad because I don't want to waste my time. I want to watch funny shit, and you know, it is what it is, I guess. Hold on. I feel really bad about that, but you know. So I watched Captain America Brave New World yesterday. It was fine. I don't think it was bad at all. But I mean, it wasn't like the best movie. It wasn't bad though in any stretch, by any stretch of the imagination. Here, let's watch a relevant I like Green Day. Yeah. Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Wake Me Up When September Ends. Yeah, I like it. 100%. Dude, I was in high school when Green Day was like super huge. There we go. Let's watch.
Gentlemen, I'm pleased to report strong holiday sales from the Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa spend phase. And things look
Christmas,
good for your
Hanukkah,
mom and dad
Kwanzaa.
grad gift corridor. Then we'll have the usual summer lull, but hey, we're making enough money, right?
We're making enough money. They drag him out.
Okay, people. We need to cook up a new holiday for the summer. Something with gifts, cards, assorted gougeables.
How about something religious? We had great penetration last spring with Christmas, too.
Oh, I know. Spend over, like Passover, but less talk, more presents.
Product
Gift, gift.
No! No, it's got to be warm and fuzzy. Something like,
Love Day,
Love
but better.
Day, but not so lame.
So, and I said this earlier, this is the exact same joke that they did with Poochie. They're like, oh, you know, it goes mouse, cat, dog. Something like Poochie. But more hip. And then it cuts to the, and it's like, oh, it's Poochie.
Happy Love Day, everyone!
Yep, here it is.
Mom, the store's just invented this holiday to make money.
Lisa, don't you ruin another love day.
Another love day.
I'm Sir Loves a Lot.
I'm gonna.
A bear who loves to love.
You didn't have Lord Hoggington?
It's the same basic bear, homie.
My God.
Smokey.
What the hell is this?
Another love day.
Kisses make me boogie, old lantern. Kiss it and make it boogie.
Kiss it.
Maybe later.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny. It's just like a leftover jack-o'-lantern from Halloween
Oh,
that
we
they
better
put
start
lips
our
on.
love day cleanup. You kids take care of the rest.
This is my favorite
I'm going to
part.
dismantle Loveland.
Or not this part, but whenever they throw everything away.
What a terrible waste.
Yes, but the memories will last a lifetime.
Yeah. Won't these memories with me last a lifetime?
Oh, Dad, that means you have to take out the trash. Yep, that's the rule. He who tops it off, drops it off.
Nuh-uh, it isn't filled until it's spilled.
I love you.
I love you.
I love
you.
you.
Love you. That's the best shit ever. I love it. So fucking funny.
This is Barney Gumble.
I
He is Springfield's resident drunk and the primary occupant of
I'm
Moe's
Barney.
Tavern. And
Except
yes,
I'm like
that probably
pretty
includes Moe
decently
himself.
smart, kinda.
Barney is
Little bit.
constantly broke, lives in squalor, and is generally not taken seriously, especially by women.
Yeah.
However, Barney is a very skilled singer and filmmaker, a successful
he is.
entrepreneur, and was selected by
1
NASA
second.
to go into space.
I'll be right back.
So at the very least, he's more talented than his good friend Homer. Barney's constant struggle with alcohol became a source of shame for him, and he traded his Duff beer for a coffee addiction and helicopter lessons. Eventually, due to Moe's influence, Barney fell off the wagon and went back to being the town drunk. Don't cry for him, he's already dead. This is the history of Barney Gumble. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Barney Gumble is the most underappreciated character on The Simpsons. I know this because I was part of the problem. When you all overwhelmingly suggested this guy for this video, I was initially puzzled. Like, really? I served up Kirk Van Houten and you picked frickin' Barney? But after doing the research, I am totally ready to eat some crow. Barney Gumble is a fascinating character in terms of how he evolved on the show, and I am genuinely surprised he isn't used more. How did a character go through such a significant continuity change and somehow end up in a worse way than he started?
What do we think about Barney? Oh, wait, hold on.
Let's go all the way back to...
Heads up, we've detected video in your stream belonging to somebody else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. Really? From the real gems? Surely not. Somebody should... No, there's like no way. I may be blocked on YouTube, maybe.
Barney is part of a special club of characters
I wouldn't think
who first
so, right?
appeared in Simpsons Roasting on an Open Fire. He kickstarts the whole Mall Santa storyline and then the dog racing scheme. Season 1 Barney was portrayed as Homer's best buddy.
Yeah.
However, the dynamic was slightly different back then. In those days, Barney was used to demonstrate how low Homer has fallen. Homer bets on the wrong Greyhound, Homer gets beaten up in a fistfight, Barney calls him a
Barney had like
himself.
weirdly jaundiced skin-colored hair.
When Marge kicks Homer out, he's forced to stay at Barney's disgusting apartment. Homer is always being brought down to Barney's level.
My apartment was never that bad. It was pretty bad. Never that bad, though.
As you probably noticed, Barney started out with blonde hair, which frankly looked absolutely terrible on him.
Yeah.
This was changed pretty quickly, though. By the time the Telltale Head and Homer's Night Out rolled around, he was sporting the hair color we all know today.
Smokey won't
He
answer
also started
me
having less fun.
in my lustful
In the first 3 seasons,
ravings.
they leaned really hard on the pathetic drunk angle of Barney's personality.
Oh, I got that.
Obviously,
I got that
this
in
is an important
spades.
part of his characterization.
Everyone go and downvote my YouTube video.
Moe
That'd be
wasn't
funny.
as abusive to Barney yet. It was more about building up the relationship and demonstrating Barney's obsession and dependence on him. Also, someone needed to laugh at Moe during all of Bart's prank calls. Homer and Barney were still portrayed as best buddies, but now the dynamic is reversed, and they'll let Homer rise above Barney's stature.
ass crack.
They stopped
You gotta
beating
love
up
it.
on Homer so much, and instead put Barney at the bottom of the food chain. We still get glimpses of Barney's crappy apartment, but they don't force Homer
You know
to
the
live
best Barney
there, at
joke?
least not in flashbacks.
Easily.
In addition, Season 2 loves showing off how
I'll find
unsuccessful
it.
Barney is with women, how he can't get a date to prom, and how
Oh,
Selma has to
Barney.
settle for going out with him. Barney is portrayed as basically the rock bottom for Selma. Someone we should
It's this one right here. This is absolutely one of the best jokes in Simpsons history.
Come on! Barney, how do you keep getting back in?
I'm a drunk. I don't know nothing about how I do anything.
They got the fucking.
This is
they
Waylon
have the
Smithers.
JoJo. They have the JoJo Bizarre Adventures thing. That's so funny.
Come on!
One more time. 15 seconds.
Barney, how do you keep getting back in?
I'm a drunk. I don't know nothing about how I do anything.
That is one of the best jokes
This is
in
Waylon
The
Smithers.
Simpsons.
He's Mr. Burns.
Anyway.
Should applaud her for...
You've never seen that one before? Yeah, dude. Mo throws him out. It's like, I don't know. He throws, and he just like appears right behind him. Yeah, it's a super big meme.
That being said, the show was kind of obsessed with pairing Barney with Patty and Selma.
Was it?
No,
Oh, yeah.
This
Oh,
is
it's
just
the...
trying to make Selma happen again.
Yeah,
There really is a strange little runner going on.
it's pretty funny.
Like, later in Season 2, Barney attends Homer's party, goes right up to Patty and Selma, and starts hitting on them.
Yeah,
It doesn't go well.
true.
Then in
True.
season 3,
It's
he
pretty
goes up
funny.
to them and asks if they're Mary Tyler
Are
Moore.
you Mary Tyler Moore yet? That's the one that I remember.
It doesn't go well.
They like
Or
spray him.
Selma sees him depositing a
It's so
sample at
funny.
the sperm bank. That one did go well.
Yeah.
In season 5, when everyone's going after that treasure, now they're randomly in a biplane together.
Mm-hmm.
The writers basically dropped this character.
That's so funny. Like, I love the real Jims because he like senses out shit. I've seen all of these episodes like a million times, and he will still. And that's why I love The Simpsons and like movies like Dumb and Dumber, and there's a few other movies too. But like every time you watch them, you'll pick up something new, or you'll like connect something with something else, and it just makes it like endlessly rewatchable. So good.
Character dynamic after this point, but I'm amused by the idea of Barney being this annoyingly omnipresent person in Patty and Selma's world. Like there's this whole dynamic going on that we never really see. You know, kind of like Barney's secret relationship with Mrs. Muntz.
What?
Anyway, I would argue the biggest turning point for Barney's characterization came in season 3's Homer at the Bat. That hilarious Lord Palmerston joke.
What?
Here's
Lord
where they started playing with our
Palmerston.
expectations of him. Where Barney is still being a belligerent drunk, but a belligerent drunk who is knowledgeable and opinionated about British prime ministers. This is a pretty small moment in a very wacky episode.
Lord
but is a
Palmerston.
sort of sneak peek at the golden age of Barney.
Can we watch the ending to the baseball game? Hold on. I gotta let that one settle. A little too quick. Oh, fuck. 2 minutes ago. Okay, we're gonna watch that. We're gonna watch the baseball game song. Then we're gonna watch Little Crime Stoppers, and then we'll go back to Simpsons Histories. But we have to watch the Simpsons baseball song because it's so fucking good. It's like top 3 songs. Talking softball. This just takes me back in time to when I was like 6 or 7.
Well, Mr. Burns had done it. The power plant had won it. With Roger Clemens clucking all the while. Mike Scioscia's tragic illness made us smile. While Wade Boggs lay unconscious on the barroom tile. We're talking soft.
And this is amazing. They got all of those softball players to play themselves. That's how big The Simpsons was. I mean, it's big now, but like it was. The world was a much smaller place back then. And The Simpsons was much bigger in the zeitgeist of like multimedia back then.
While Wade Boggs lay unconscious on the barroom tile, we're talking softball. From Maine to San Diego, talking softball. Mattingly and Canseco, Ken Griffey's grotesquely swollen jaw.
The nerve tonic.
Sacks and is running with the law. We're talking Homer, Ozzie and the Straw.
Dude, I love that episode.
We're talking softball. From Maine to San Diego, talking softball. Mattingly and Canseco, Ken Griffey's grotesque.
Ken Mattingly, get rid of those sideburns. He like shaves them all off. I told you to get rid of them.
Swollen jaw. Steve Sachs and is running with the law. We're talking Homer, Ozzie and the Straw.
1992. I know I watched this right when it premiered because that's what me and my dad did through the 90s all the way until basically I graduated high school. So 92. I must have been 6 years old, right? Because I was born in 86. Damn. Okay. The only thing that I ever did, like athletic, is I played basketball in 6th grade. We started in like the summer of 6th grade. And my parents were like, "Oh, we're gonna enroll you in basketball." I did as well as anyone would possibly think that I would have done, which is fucking horrible. Uh, I don't even think I ever made a fucking basket, and then I quit. And now when I ask my mom or dad that, they're like, "Yeah, we tried that, but it just wasn't you." I'm like, no, I'm a band guy, I'm a science guy, I'm a math person. You know, if you play a video game, you have those like little circles, maybe they're like pentagrams of like strength, dexterity, constitution, charisma, all that. My like strength and maybe not dexterity, but my strength and constitution are at an all-time low. Dexterity, you need dexterity to like play an instrument and stuff. If I were ever on a team, you would make so much money betting against that team. And I always say this, if I like if the, let's say, military or somebody calls upon me, this isn't sad, it's awesome. We viewers, no, I appreciate your point. Like I really do, but it's whatever. It if I was ever called like into the army or something, like as a combatant, not as a strategist or something, um, we like you guys are super fun. Like like you guys are super completely. You should probably like say your prayers and everything. But okay, we're gonna watch. So you know, we did a bunch of funny stuff. We're gonna watch an episode because okay, and I'm so glad they had this tonight. Little Crime Stoppers, Dos Cavazos. Dos Cavazos, by the way, are about 3 hours south of me. They're in San Antonio. I'm here in Dallas. You know, I'm doing what I gotta do. Uh, it is actually, this is the first time in about 3 years that I've been alone on Valentine's Day. So we got a lot of, hey man, hey Radiant Lamb, hey everybody, whoever's. We're just watching like funny YouTube videos. I kind of left my group on Final Fantasy 14. We were not winning. I was not gonna win, but we're just watching funny stuff, and it's pretty. It's you know, it's whatever. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Like I enjoy streaming. What? Well, anyway, hold on. Before I do that, so Dos Cavazos, they are going on their like initial South Park like reaction stuff. Their reaction channel, again, they're Texan. I think they're great. I'd love to meet up with them one day, but like nobody wants. It's whatever. But I love the reaction of them not knowing about South Park until now, and like seeing them in 2025. Jesus Christ, I'm old. I think it's very funny to me. But what's up, Radiant Lamb? I was like that. I was like that. Well, no, I wasn't. I acted like a nerd, but um as a band geek, you know, SpongeBob. What do you think my favorite SpongeBob episode is? Y'all know SpongeBob, right? Like band geeks. You got to know band geeks, right? In fact, I was a little old for SpongeBob, but everyone knows Sweet Victory. Come on. Come on, man.
Okay, football fans, put your
And I remember like 3 or 4 years ago on the Super Bowl, they started to play Band Geeks, but it was like Maroon 5, and everyone was so angry. They were so angry that they didn't play the full Band Geeks thing. And then I think they did like last year, maybe 2 years ago. Like, dude, I'm so old. Oh my god.
Maybe we're near one of those toxic waste dumps.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Okay, everybody.
It's William.
1, 2.
I mean, what?
4.
This is so good. And I am a band geek, so maybe I have like a disproportionate love for it. Do y'all know this? Were you a SpongeBob kind of person? I don't know. Everyone wanted this. Everyone. I've never played drums in my life. I played a lot of instruments, never drums though. Like ever. It's so good. What are you talking about now? Mirrors? I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay. Sweet Victory, super good. This is Puff, who apparently can play electric guitar like. Alright, so that's funny. Anyway, we're gonna watch this this Little Crime Stoppers from the San Antonians. And we'll see what they think about
What up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out more South Park.
They're better than I am.
Little Crime
She's
Stoppers.
Very
I feel
cute.
Like it could be self-explanatory.
He is super
or
cool.
Not.
Would love to have
I mean,
a drink
maybe
with
they're
them.
gonna stop crime, or maybe they're gonna be the crime.
Possibly. I don't really know the premise of this one. I think I saw this recommended a while back.
remember
and I just kinda picked it from like a random list that we've made. So we'll find out together. But as always,
Did you know the most craziest shit about me? Funny enough, he doesn't really come in here anymore. I've seen him here and there. When I was living in Fort Worth, I had a viewer come up for my birthday. It was probably 2 years ago. No, probably 3 years ago. And that was a night. That was a night, and I basically like paid for everything. Had a pretty decent job then. Man, yeah, it was a fucking viewer came up to see me here in Texas. It was a fun time, but yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Always, if you want to stay,
he was from San Antonio,
or have access to our full-length reactions of South Park, where you take a copy of your episode, sync it up with us, and watch it from beginning to end with no cuts. You can do so by checking out our Patreon, and don't forget to check out our second channel. We post all of our vlog content over there. It's called.
These guys are cool. Like, subscribe to
South
them.
Park Junior Detectives. We're wondering if you have any crimes you need solved.
Kenny has a 6-shooter.
How come nobody has a crime to solve?
Yeah, maybe starting a detective club isn't such a great idea.
It's a great idea. We just have to keep working
I don't
at it.
remember
I like these kind of earlier ones where they're just like being kids.
2 days ago, I put a fresh baked cherry pie out on my windowsill to cool.
The oldest crime in the book. Someone jacked it.
My God. Have you reported this to any other
High
authorities?
Stealers.
No, but I think it's.
I like how
perfect place
Cartman's
for you
tie
to
is
get-
like slightly disheveled.
We're on the case.
I like cherry pies. Probably my favorite kind of pie.
You solved it.
Jesus.
I'm not a big pie person. I prefer cakes. Cheesecake pie though, I don't know. I'm not a
Too
big
late.
pie guy.
My pie tin. Ooh, but what happened to the pie?
Well, we've all talked it through and we've come up with a theory.
You said you set the pie on the windowsill where it must have sat for some time. Its sweet smell attracted the attention of somebody.
I don't understand
It's like
putting
a
a pie
crime
outside.
drama.
Oh.
Your husband. He wanted that pie badly, but he knew that he was not allowed to eat it yet.
Whoa, they like.
Why would you let me eat that pie?
Watch them got it right.
His only
He
solution
like admits to it at the end.
Killer. His plan was to use a hammer.
Jeez.
Dang, they
Christ.
really
I don't remember this episode.
Then he saw off the arms and legs.
The torso he would dump into the lid.
Ew.
The arms and legs he would dissolve with acid.
Like in Breaking Bad.
No, you don't use the bathtub. You need a freaking like plastic one. We
Yeah.
found this lesson out.
Yep. Breaking Bad, yeah, the PVC. It's not bathtub. Bathtub is made of like ceramics and stuff.
Looks like the game is over, old man.
Oh my God! What kind of television have you kids been watching?
Just the news. Now I want you to describe what the doll looks like to our sketch artist, Kenny.
Butters token.
Blonde hair, and a red dress,
Just-
and a
it's
turned
pretty
up
funny.
nose, and a blue bow in her hair.
Why are the T like DTT, Detective Kenny?
All right, let's see.
Radiant Lamb, is he still there? I appreciate it. Yeah.
Wait, man.
Wait, what did they have? Hold on. What did they have? Yep. Oh, you got the nipples, aerial, and yeah, boobs and all that. Yeah, it's pretty Kenny. Because, well, the funny thing about like if you're watching this, how do you not know this? Because I'm like nearly 40, and I imagine people that are watching me are around my age, but like. Kenny says in the main opening, like he likes big fat titties or whatever, like that's why he's drawing the big fat titties.
Don't worry, man. We'll find your dough.
Like I learned that in like 7th grade.
No sign of first entry.
But the window isn't locked.
What crazy little conspiracy are they going to come up with for this one?
You would have watched Sarah with her doll, possibly while cutting the palms of his hand with a large knife.
Oh my
Oh my
Sick
god.
pleasure.
They just
I don't remember this
have
episode.
some dark minds.
Yeah.
We're going to need semen samples from everything in this room.
All right, let's do this by the
What the
books.
fuck, the fence?
O'Donnell, give me experience of all the places the doll used to be.
Wow, is it like the child FBI?
Detective Marsh, I'm in charge of this investigation.
Not anymore, you.
Not anymore. The FBI's
Can't
here.
come in and take over.
Can't we? You guys are playing detectives. We're playing FBI.
They're playing?
Oh,
They're higher.
I want choppers on the roof ready to
Higher
go.
level.
Dude, we've been working this case since 2:30.
Good. Where were you this morning at 9 o'clock, Butters?
But I was at home.
Your story is full of hoes, and I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't start telling the truth.
Good cop.
Oh yeah, good cop.
Who's your favorite South Park character? I mean, mine. Weirdly enough, it's probably between Randy and Butters. Butters probably like inches Randy out, but like I'm more close to Randy's age now, which is like so fucking weird because this started when I was more close to Butters' age. But, you know, time is a cruel mistress.
Cop, bad cop.
I don't have nothing to confess, honestly.
Fine. Then you won't mind giving us a semen sample.
How do I do that?
Oh my gosh.
Did you hear that? Butters doesn't know how you make semen come out of your body.
Come on.
How do you make semen come out?
It's that thing we learned about in school where you pull on your wiener until white stuff comes out. Really?
The shitty walk guy?
Masturbate.
The shitty walk.
It's not working.
Try doing it faster.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
This is so weird.
South Park Junior Detectives, we know you have Sarah Peterson's doll.
It's weird.
Why is that
They're
kid
playing
like young and old?
That's gay. You're gay.
What do we do now?
I don't know. Well, if they're
There's
not
a
going to give us
squirt
back
gun,
the doll, then we
like
have
a
no
water
choice.
gun.
Let's go tell on them.
It's so funny. I remember having like a water squirt gun and you'd fill it up and you'd put that this thing right there in the back. Sorry. In the back of it, and you'd like put it in there, and that's so funny. I haven't seen of those in like, god damn, 25 years or something.
No. Well, if they're not going to give us back the doll, then we have no choice. Let's go tell on them.
Ooh, the ultimate.
Dude, we're playing detectives. Detectives don't just go tell on people.
Hi, detectives. If you don't get out of here, we're gonna rip the doll's head off. Yeah. We were
You don't
playing
wanna do that.
gynecologists and now we're playing criminals. Time is what we need, but time is something we ain't got.
Attention, you in the house. This is Agent Tucker with the FBI. We have you surrounded, sort of. We say you can't charge the front door and you have to
Sort of.
obey what the FBI says. That's the rules.
Just because your parents can afford better toys than ours
I
doesn't
had
make
super
it better.
soakers. I don't know if it was the first one, but I had them.
Wow. Wow.
That was way before I moved to Dallas. I lived in Houston, or near Houston, Katy, Texas at one time, and I had super soakers. I had moon shoes. You remember those moon shoes? Whoever's like in my age group, they were like bouncy. They were awful. They were so freaking terrible. Surprised I didn't like break several bones in my body, but yeah, I remember having moon shoes. I remember we would go and play outside every Friday, and like our parents would sit in a circle because I lived in a cul-de-sac, and I don't know, man. But our parents would sit because we lived in a cul-de-sac, and like everyone was, young or whatever, and man, they were like way more put together than I was, and they were probably like 20, 25. Or maybe 25, 30. And we would always like go play hide and seek during the night. We'd like climb trees and shit. And I remember specifically Mortal Kombat 2 had come out. And like I was always Katana. And until this day, whenever I play Mortal Kombat, I always play Katana. She has been my main for like my entire life. We would put a flashlight at the end of this driveway next to our house, and we would pretend like a weird form of charades, but like we would, pretend that we were punching each other because we had the shadows on the garage door because we had the light shining on us. And then, like, I would pull out my, like, katana blade and slice the guy's head off, and he would dip his head down below his neck, but the shadow would look like I took his head off. I remember that so clearly. It was so much fun. Man, being young. I was, like, the last generation that had the ability to play outside, and then when I got a little bit older, maybe in junior high, the internet like really came around. I'm like the transition era of humanity or of kids or whatever. Yeah. Damn. That was so much fun. I don't think anyone does that anymore though. Like, no, but I don't. Like, I kind of see little kids playing outside and stuff, 3rd, 4th grade, things like that, but I assume they're all, like, inside on their fucking, like, iPads or Xboxes or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I love video games. I was, like, a big, like, video game player, but I still spent a large majority of my life outside. I don't know what kids do nowadays. So, anyway. Sorry. Little bit about me, whatever.
We go get the doll ourselves. But they said we can't charge the front door. That's right.
Oh crap, they're coming in the back.
Wow.
Oh no.
This is so silly.
Patoon,
I got you, Fuzzy. No, because I got special wizard armor on.
That's like such a little kid thing to say.
Cover me, I'm going slow-mo.
There it goes.
Slow-mo.
I have no idea what
We got her
that
back
is.
safe. Lost a lot of good men in the process.
I'm gonna call the police department and let them know what brave little detectives you are.
Wow. Are they gonna get like a little
Pretty
like
good.
toy badge?
I heard you did a great job finding little Sarah Peterson's doll.
This is South Park. They might get a real fucking badge.
And for all your terrific sleuth solving, I'm hereby making you all junior detectives.
Oh, that baby badge, kid badge.
Aw,
I don't remember this
cute.
episode at all.
Means you boys are now an official part of the department.
It's gonna go to their head, especially Cartman.
All right, so ready for your first assignment?
Sure.
Okay, there's a meth lab down at 567 Mala Vista.
So,
You were right.
I want you to get down there and
Yeah.
see what you can
They
find.
gave him a real assignment.
A meth lab?
I don't want any problems. Just take them
Oh my
down by the
gosh.
books.
Well, are they on the payroll?
You screw this up and I'll have you working graveyard shift behind a desk. Move it.
meth lab.
You wanted to be detectives. This is
So funny enough here, where I grew up, we had a huge meth lab bust. It was like maybe a year, maybe 2 years after I went off to college. It was a very, very large meth lab bust in where I lived. So that's pretty funny, actually.
This is what it's like. Oh my god, watch them like pull it off.
I wasn't here though. I was
how pure is your meth?
Like 300 miles away.
Pigs!
People, oh my gosh, they're gonna get the credit for this.
You won't take us alive.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Wow.
Love it.
So long, coppers.
You gotta play.
Oh shit!
They are gonna get the credit. Whoa.
One UPS vehicle valued at $25,000. One civilian vehicle was $16,000.
But they got the job done.
Sir, we just got kind of blindsided by the...
You got careless.
They're like kids.
You think you're gonna waltz in here and clean up the system? Is that it?
We just want to be junior detectives.
We deserve more than the $30,000 a year we get paid. So what if we take in a little on the side? What the hell is the problem here? No problem, sir. No problem at all.
Okay.
Dude, I don't want to play detective anymore. Me neither. It'll get better, you guys. Better how, dude? Look, we said we wanted to form a club to protect and serve South Park. We put all this time into it.
Out of the frame, so you don't have to see his face.
What do you guys want?
So it's funny because they have watched like the first 2 superhero like versions of this with like Mint Berry Crunch and everything, but this I believe was several seasons before, but they haven't put it together. So I'm like incredibly excited to see them like take that I don't know, the sequel or whatever forward.
What do you want to do, huh? Go back to playing car mechanics or laundromat owners? We were happy.
They haven't put it together though.
We started playing detective because we wanted our playtime to mean something.
So silly.
You guys can go back to playing laundromat owners if you want, but I'm not going to give those kids playing the FBI a chance to laugh at us.
It's like a long day at work.
Eric, where have you
Dude,
been? It's 10:30.
We had to take
I have
out
a
a
long
meth
day
lab
at
at Mount
work.
Vista. Will you get off my back? It's hard enough I gotta work the beat and then I gotta come home to your nagging.
Damn right. Goddamn right.
Butters is still Butters? Yes? Are you still trying to give a semen sample?
I'm trying, but nothing's coming out.
Oh! Well, keep trying, Butters.
Sir, I have a lot of homework to do tonight, and I was...
What? Now you listen to me. I'm giving you one last
No.
chance. You're good
Come
cops,
on.
but you let your emotions get in the way.
All they did was knock on a single door.
You get down to that strip joint, and you do it by the books. You got it? The mayor is in my ass, blah, blah, blah. So, what did you boys have to say to the lieutenant?
Oh, God.
Nothing, he just told us a bunch of stuff.
Maybe you decided you needed to tell him about our bonus money.
No.
You're the ones who brought it up.
They're lying.
Hold on, when I take Bro to McDonald's on Valentine's for free fries. Wait, what? I went yesterday to see Captain America Brave New World. I thought it was okay. Like I thought it was like a competent entry into Marvel. I don't know what other people are talking about. Maybe we need to go and watch the reviews, because like it wasn't the best thing ever. It wasn't also like terror bad, but I don't know, maybe I'm like way too forgiving. I'm a Marvel simp. I fucking love superheroes and seeing people do shit, so I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty good. I think people should go see it. It's whatever. We'll watch some reviews after this.
Peppermint Hippo? What a name.
All right, so I have to start having the McCormicks make our meth again, and... Hey, Gino, these kids say they know you.
The
McCormicks.
Isn't that Kenny's last name?
Yeah,
These
Kenny
kids might be
McCormick.
just what we need to get our drugs past the security at DIA. How would you like to join
Oh,
our family?
whoa. They have a new...
Which Dark Phoenix? The first or the second one? I'm gonna be real. I am not a person that like shits on movies. If a movie distracts me for 2 hours to you know, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, whatever. I kind of like it. Even like Thor, Love and Thunder, I came out of that movie smiling. Like I did. I actually loved that movie. And then people fucking hated it. They hated it. And I was genuinely smiling. I had a fucking great time in that movie. And then I saw everyone was like, oh yeah, it was so bad and everything. I'm like, oh, okay. So I have to hate it now? Like I kind of liked it. The first, so wait. Are you talking about X-Men 3 like with the Hugh Jackman Wolverine and Magneto? Or are you talking about the Sansa Stark, whatever her fuck, I can't think of her name. That Dark Phoenix. Because we have two like Dark Phoenix X-Men.
Game they could play.
Kids are 5-0. What? These kids are cops, man.
Oh, never mind.
They didn't get real guns.
Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang, bang.
And it doesn't go PQ. It goes bang, bang, bang.
Doesn't go PQ, PQ.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Are they gonna get in trouble again?
And their heroic...
Wait, which one? You just tell me. Like, the first one in like the 2000s or the second one in like the teens? Like, I don't remember. Like, just tell me which one.
Dad! Anybody like a dad? Free South Park detectives!
Detective Murphy! Jenkins! What the hell are you doing? We had a deal!
They exposed the whole operation.
Oh, shit.
Everything was fine until these super cops joined the force.
Super cops?
Now we gotta kill you all.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many dynamics.
Alright guys, put your hands together. A lot of shooting and killing going on, but be sure to tip your wages. Let's hear for Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Give me a hard line to the phone.
The FBI? Oh, they're gonna like come and take over.
I'm in charge of this investigation.
Not anymore, you're not.
Oh, that's so fucking funny.
Is so.
Are you gonna tell?
Sorry, Detective Hopkins. We can't let anybody know about our partnership.
That's right. We split it all. 50-50. That's right.
That's a big split. Oh.
I think we'll take 100% now.
Yeah.
You're gonna operate it now?
Sometimes partnerships need to end.
Okay. It was the Sansa Stark one.
Sometimes partnerships need
No, I mean,
alone, and
it's
that
whatever.
That the only
I was entertained by it.
trust is myself.
Oh, man.
I do not agree
Know what
with
you're
your
talking
methods.
about, though.
You're uncontrolled and you're negligent. But by God, you get the job done. Congratulations.
Damn it.
Call it a career. Retire. Get a pension.
I'm promoting you to full detectives. There'll be lots more action and that big paycheck you've always wanted.
They're gonna quit.
I think I have a better idea.
Hello, sir. Welcome to the Laundromat.
He has like a goatee.
Here you are, Mr. McCormick. Your laundry is all done and folded. That would be
Right.
$9.95.
This looks like a cute, fun little game.
Fellas, hey, fellas. I
Oh,
got it.
no.
I got my semen sample. I was up there pounding my wiener for 2
You
days.
really liked it.
And finally, I thought about Stan's
oh my
mom's
God.
boobs. This one
Butters.
came out. That's great, Butters, but we're not
Stan's-
playing detective anymore.
Yeah.
Stan's mom's boobs.
Ignore that, Butters.
Would you like those pants cleaned for $4.95?
So beyond on the
Okay.
whole Butters
Let's hear
element
what they
right
have to
there,
say.
I think this episode was really funny and lighthearted. You know, we kind of said this before in a more recent episode. I think it was you who said it, that when the kids are just kind of like being kids sometimes and they just go off on a silly adventure that isn't something too serious, it is pretty funny. And
My favorite. I don't know if they watched it.
it
Actually,
was like hilarious.
And how they just were like playing.
I'll search
cops
for
or
it.
whatever, and then like the little playing FBI came in,
Yeah.
but then they somehow ended up being real cops, kind of, and then they were like, we don't want to play like playing cops or like.
I think
some
they have done
sort
a
of,
reaction
like,
to
thing,
it.
But that was funny when he was like, oh,
Yeah.
like we got into playing cops to mean something.
And then when they got their little junior Crime Stoppers badges, and then to get put on a real case, I
Yeah.
was like, I could see this be.
Okay, hold on. This did they do on Dos Cavazos? This is my favorite one. Christian rock hard. So they may not have done this yet. Oh, this guy looks like me. He looks like a fucking loser with long hair like me. I'm gonna watch this one because this is my favorite South Park episode because they tell Token to go into the basement because he's black and like, Token, you're black. You have a bass guitar. And he's like, no, I don't. And then he's like, go in the basement. And then he comes back up and he has a bass guitar. And it's like, hey, lay down this smooth riff. And he's like, I don't know how to play it. And then Cartman's like, God damn it, just do it. And he does it and he just plays it. So I'm gonna play this. I have to go refill
What's
my
going on, everybody?
drink.
Welcome back to Dash Reacts.
Well,
And today, let's check out another sub.
I don't know if I've ever seen this guy, but who knows? We may give him a sub. 46,000
South Park episode from season 7.
I'll be right back. This is
Rock Hard. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, move. Yes,
Come on and touch my summertime.
Stan, are you okay?
Yeah, Dad, we're just rehearsing our band.
Oh, I thought a group of Vietnamese people were having their intestines pulled out through their mouths.
We have to define our style if we're ever going to make a platinum album. I think our band better buy a whole bunch of music CDs to listen to for inspiration.
That's it. Inspiration, you guys. Our band should play Christian rock.
Smile.
If we just play songs about how much we love Jesus, all the Christians will buy our crap.
That's a retarded idea, Cartman.
It worked for Creed. I don't want to be in a stupid Christian rock band. You just start that way, Stan, then you cross over. It's genius.
Just get the hell out of here, Cartman. You're not serious and you're a detriment to the band.
I will bet you $10 that if I start a Christian rock band, I can get a platinum album before you guys do.
This is my favorite fucking South Park episode.
Butters, get your drum set and meet me at my house. We have to make a platinum album. Hurry, Butters.
It's so good.
Get the bass guitar out of your basement and meet me over at my house.
What? We don't have a bass guitar.
Your family's black, Token. There's bound to be a bass guitar in your basement somewhere.
Hey, there was...
It's so fucked up, but it's so funny.
There's a bass guitar in my basement.
I told you, Token.
So what are we doing?
We are going to start a Christian rock band.
He doesn't want to do it.
Open that door, Token, and you'll regret it the rest of your life. Christians have a built-in audience of over 180 million Americans. If each one of them buys just one of our albums at $12.95, that would be
$2,331,000,000.
Nice, Butters.
Dad, can I borrow $300? Our band can't find a stylistic direction to go in. We need to go down to the mall to buy hundreds of CDs to listen to so we can define our sound.
Sorry, Kyle, we gave you your allowance already.
Hey, dude, it didn't work. My stupid Jew dad won't let me money for CDs.
Oh my gosh, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Hey, by the way, if anyone wants a like a saxophone woodwind guy to come and play in their band, you know, I'm down. Oh, neurotic carpet. Ooh, they are speed running getting banned. Fair enough. Nice. To get speed run of getting banned. By the way, if I don't even want to watch me. I'm just here to be here to chat with people. I don't want more people to watch me. I'm here for people that are like-minded. You will absolutely get banned if you come in here and try and get more people to watch me. Nobody needs to watch this shit.
Oh, dude, it's cool. Kenny says you can download music for free on the internet. See, everyone on the internet copies music from their CDs, and then we can
this is when Napster was super huge. I don't know if y'all remember Napster. Maybe some of y'all remember LimeWire and Kazaa. But Napster, it was the drummer from Metallica that that kind of brought down Napster. That was in like 2000, 2001, something like that. And this episode is so fucking good.
Download them for free and play them on the computer.
Do you remember that, Just Kratz?
Oh, Kenny's right. We should download some Judas Priest too.
Judas Priest's pretty good.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground!
Why did they have to jump through the window for that? Like, it just wasn't necessary.
Tango team is at Point Bravo. Suspects in custody.
Where their parents?
Kyle, what did you do? I don't know. All we have to do to make Christian songs is take regular old songs and add Jesus stuff to them. Cross out words like baby and darling and replace them with
Jesus.
All right, buddies, give me a beat.
Pretty dope.
Okay, nice.
Whenever I get my own like apartment and everything, I actually do kind of want to get some electronic like drum sets and stuff. Just because I love learning new shit, and I've played a lot of things, but not drums. I'm completely ignorant on that.
Nice. All right, Token, give me a smooth bass line.
I don't know how to play bass.
Token, how many times do you have to go through this? You're black. You can play bass.
I'm getting sick of your stereotypes.
Be as sick as you want. Just give me a goddamn bass line.
He doesn't know, and he's like, God damn it.
That's classic, dude.
I need you in my life, Jesus. I can't live without you, Jesus. And I just want to feel you deep inside me, Jesus.
Wait a minute.
Oh. Sir?
Shut up! You downloaded a lot of songs. Says here you even downloaded Judas Priest. That's hard time you boys are looking at.
Didn't think it was that big a deal.
You think downloading
It's so
music
bad.
for free is not a big deal? I'm gonna show you something. And I don't think you're gonna like it. This is the home of...
It's so funny because I fucking remember when this episode came on.
Lars Ulrich, the drummer from Metallica.
Lars
This
Ulrich.
month he was
He-
hoping
he
to
was
have
the
a
one.
gold-plated Shark Tank bar installed right next to the pool.
See, look, he has a mansion, he has a pool, he has like freaking like Roman pillars and shit like that.
But thanks to people downloading his music for free, he must now wait a few months before he can afford
Yeah,
it.
he'll have to wait a little
Here's
bit.
Britney Spears' private jet. Britney used to have a Gulfstream 4. Now she's had to sell it and get a Gulfstream 3 because people like you chose to download her music for free.
I love the way South Park trolls celebrities, man.
Still think downloading music for free is no big deal?
We didn't
They
realize
didn't
what we
know.
were doing.
They didn't
That is the
know.
folly of man. Here you see the loving family of Master P. Next week is his son's birthday, and all he's ever wanted is an island in French Polynesia.
So he's gonna get it, right?
If things keep going the way they
Oh
are,
no.
the child will not get his tropical paradise.
We're
No.
sorry. We'll never download music for free again.
Dude, I fucking love South Park.
And
Man must learn to think of these horrible outcomes before he acts selfishly, or else, I fear, recording artists will be forever doomed to a life of only semi-luxury.
I know.
This
Oh
Christian
my
album
God.
better make as much money as you said it would, Tubby.
I'm going to kill you one day, Token. All right, guys, stand over there and look wholesome and
What?
cool. Cheese! No. Haven't you guys ever seen an album cover? You're supposed to be standing in random places, looking away like you don't care.
Yeah, you gotta look away.
No, Butters, you
Butters.
can't look happy on an album cover. That's not cool.
Why the hell would I be looking way over there?
So it looks like you're too cool to care that you're on an album cover, you black asshole. Don't ever leave me, Jesus. I couldn't stand to see you go.
Yeah, some electric.
I promise I'll be good to you and keep you warm at night.
Wait, what did he say? Hold on.
I promise I'll be good to you.
Jesus is awesome. I love him so much. Jesus is great.
Keep you warm at night.
Fair enough.
Jesus, why don't we just shut off the light?
What? So dumb.
If you parents would just step over here, you can pay their $400 release and penalty fees. $400 just for
Ouch.
downloading some songs off the internet? It's not that big a deal. Not a big deal, huh?
Oh
Come
my
with
God,
me.
yeah.
I'm gonna show you something, and I don't think you're gonna like it.
Until we get people to stop downloading music for free, I say we refuse to play.
I'm standing in South Park, Colorado, where the rock band...
This was such a huge deal. Like, if you remember when Napster got fucking torpedoed by Lars Ulrich who was the guy that basically brought down Napster, like in my age. So I was born in '86. In what was it, 1998? I was in 8th grade, something like that. That's when everyone started getting on Napster. 88, maybe 99. And then like Napster started getting super big, and Lars Ulrich made that like declaration. Like, it's so weird that like I can tell you like the freaking like timeline of this because I was in the age that brought this upon us. Like, it's wild. It's wild.
refused to play.
But nobody knows who they are.
The album for my Christian rock band, Faith Plus One,
And-
is
and
about
then-
to go platinum.
By the way, Creed and all of these like big Christian bands were going like super big at this time. And like, I'm gonna be real, I'm an atheist or whatever, but like I actually do enjoy like Creed music or whatever. And like, weirdly enough, actually it's not ironically, I enjoy the Righteous Gemstones music, which I'll play you a few of them here. By the way, if you've never seen the Righteous Gemstones, it is a parody by Danny McBride and John Goodman and a lot of other people about this like super mega church or whatever. And I'll show you all that after this, but yeah.
That's right.
I actually
We've
have
already
to go
sold
to the
13
bathroom,
copies.
but I'm gonna
You want to pay me that $10
I'll be
bet
right
now, Kyle? Nya, 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 nya.
You get a platinum album for selling 1 million copies, you fat turd.
This weekend is Christ Fest, the single largest gathering of Christians in the Midwest. Each one of them a walking, praying wallet full of cash. And I'll be there selling my album. You don't even know anything about Christianity. I know enough to exploit it. Just get that $10 ready, Kyle. Ta-ta. Yes, it's really the best Christian album that's ever been produced, actually.
Ooh, this would be great for my grandchildren. They need hip, cool music, but with inspirational lyrics.
I think that's what the whole world needs. Praise Christ.
We're not really Christian. We're just pretending we are.
Oh, Butters?
Butters, remind me later to cut your balls off.
Welcome to Christ Fest 2003. Are you ready for some live music?
Yeah, Jesus!
Then let's give it up now for one of Christian rock's biggest bands, Trinity.
Shepherd and the light, and His word lifted me up. Praise His holy name.
Trinity.
Go.
We have got to get on that stage. Who are you?
We're the band Sanctified. Yeah, we proved that Christian music can be tough and hardcore.
Sent down from heaven, the Spirit and the glory.
See, the best Christian rock bands are actually satanic rock bands. Technically Christian. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just saying. They're in the same, like, bibliocentric whatever sphere. I mean, like, people say, like, oh, you're atheist, you believe in Satan. No, we don't believe in any of that. That's fucking stupid. But, I mean, satanic rock bands are technically, like, Christian, so... It is what it is.
You go on stage.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Father in heaven, we thank you for all your blessings.
Oh, yeah, we thank you.
I don't think they can get out.
Well, let's keep this salvation train going with the hot band Sanctified.
Sanctified.
There's been a change. Give it up for Faith Plus One.
I'm not
here we
sure
go,
if I'm
here we
listening
go.
or not, but is there some meaning behind Faith Plus One? If so,
No.
let me know in the comments.
He's not. It's just a fucking, like, stupid thing.
I love you, Jesus. I want you to walk with me.
So silly.
Call you my baby, baby. What's the matter,
Dude,
baby?
Matt and Trey Parker are
You
so
tremble at
good.
Jesus, baby.
They're so
Your love, and it's up to you to save me. Jesus, baby.
I love that Cartman's keyboard is a Gorg instead of a Korg. And the only reason I was thinking about it is because
I've never noticed that before. Good for him. Good for him for doing that. whenever I was in college, I had a little bit of money to spend around, and I had I got an 88 key hammer weighted Korg M3, and it's the only like instrument I don't have around me. I have my bass, I have several saxophones, like 6 of them, like 4 or 5 guitars. I do not have, well, I have this right here. Of this Donner like MIDI keyboard for fun times. But I do have a Korg M3, and it's the most expensive thing that I own ever. But it's in my my storage. So him calling out the Gorg, and I actually went back and forth between, do I want to spend all my money on this Yamaha? It was like, shit, I forgot what the Yamaha was at the time, but it was that, it was the Roland, or it was the Korg M3, and I was like, okay, well, I love Korg, I love their synths and everything, so I bought the Korg M3. So this is the first time I've watched this video, so him calling out the Gorg is like a new thing for me, and I spent a fuckload of, I spent about $4,000 on my Korg M3. So, you know, if I'm gonna get whatever I can out of my stream, him calling out the Gorg, that's pretty fucking funny to me.
Because the digital piano behind me is also a Korg.
We've got to fight through the rough times like Journey.
What is his
In a recent
piano?
poll, we asked people if Moop's refusal to play would stop them from downloading music off the internet. 1% said yes, 2% said no, and 97% said, who the hell is Moop?
Who the hell is Moop?
Metallica is behind you, dude, 1,000%.
We're gonna sit here and protest with you until free
Ours
downloading
all right.
stops.
Like, what is your favorite Metallica song? Everyone has one, right?
And dozens of others are going to join Moop.
Or am I in a
Faith Records were very moved by your performance at
am I in a realm where
Just
people
had
don't
one
know what
question,
Metallica
though.
is?
We were looking over some of your lyrics. I want to walk hand in hand with Jesus on a private beach for 2. I want him to nibble on my ear and say, I'm here for you.
What?
Yeah.
It appears
no,
you are
that's what
actually
Jesus should
in love
do.
with Christ.
Oh, what's the difference? You love Christ, you're in love with Christ? I mean, what the heck is this?
We just like to make sure the bands we sign are in it for God and not for the money.
I have never in my life done anything just for the money. If I'm lying, may the Lord strike me down right now.
He moves away.
All we need to know, just sign here and we'll get your album sold. Faith!
4th grade send out invitation. I don't believe you with that. I don't believe that. And the only reason I don't believe you with that is I'm putting myself in your place, and no girls would have come if I would have done that. Maybe they would have. Maybe you're like super hotter than me in 4th grade. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I don't want to talk about our sexual attraction in 4th grade. It's a weird thing to say. It seems like something the Catholic Church would do. So I'm not gonna talk about that anymore.
Us One, featuring the very best in good, wholesome Christian
Fair enough,
music,
I
with
guess.
great inspirational songs like
I don't want to
I
say
Wasn't
it.
Born Again
I don't want to say it.
Yes, I may be born again, but I wasn't born again yesterday.
I want to get down on my knees and start pleasing Jesus. I want to feel his salvation all over my face.
Classic. Who does
so fucking good.
This show just gets dumber and dumber.
No.
They're always pushing it, bro. Like,
I disagree with them.
doesn't know when to stop.
Get down on my knees and start pleasing Jesus. I want to feel his salvation all over my face.
The CD is filled with instant classics. Who doesn't remember?
Oh, okay. Hold on. You said you skipped sex ed in 5th grade. You already know. Well, that explains like quite literally every fucking thing that you've ever said to me. So Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, mustard up and
Now I know where it all comes from.
what a body, I wish I could call it my own. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, my savior.
Wait a minute. Is that a ripoff of 3 Times a Lady? That's a Lionel Richie song or a Commodore song? It's one of the two.
Whenever I see Jesus up on that cross, I can't help but think that he looks kinda hot. You guys, we can't give up on our dreams now. As soon as this strike ends, we're gonna be the biggest band ever.
Certified letter for the rock band Moop.
There we go.
That's
Moop.
us. Faith Plus One's debut album has just sold
Got
1
a
million
99
copies.
root beer.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah.
We cordially invite you to attend the Platinum Album Awards ceremony, which will be held tomorrow morning at 10. Details and proof of sales enclosed. P.S. No. Ha 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 ha. He beat us. Because all this time we've been so caught up with how to protect our music that we forgot to just play.
But why play if we're not gonna make millions of dollars?
Because that's what real artists do.
Why?
People are always gonna find a way to copy our music and swap it for free. And we should just play
True.
and be stoked that so many people are listening.
You know what's so funny? You know what's so funny? We have... Okay. After this, I will show you a song, which I think is super dope. And it is by... Well... Hold on.
More. Who's with us?
We're just about the money.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you gonna do about your bet with Cartman? Are you gonna pay him? I'm gonna swallow my pride, face Cartman, and say, congratulations, you were right. And I'm gonna give him the $10.
But why would Cartman even need the $10 anymore? If he sold 1 million copies, isn't he like rich?
No, he
But
does.
it is Cartman though.
And I'm gonna give him the $10. And hopefully, he won't make a big deal out of it.
Yes,
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Our platinum album ceremony has spared no expense.
But you spent all the money we made.
We're Faith Plus One token. There'll be plenty more money. Relax and enjoy, black asshole. You won the bet.
Because he can play the
Oh,
bass.
No, not yet, Cap. Hold on.
Oh, what's gonna happen?
Welcome to the presentation ceremony for Faith Plus One.
This is the worst day of my life. This is the best day of my life.
Boys, in recognition of over 1 million records sold, the Christian recording industry is pleased to present you with this Myrrh album.
Myrrh. Sir.
Myrrh. Man.
Not a platinum.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Yep.
This
You got
show,
it.
bro.
Thank you, Red.
Got it.
Myrrh album. I thought albums went either gold or platinum.
No, in Christian rock, our albums go gold, then frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Our bet was that you would get a platinum album, not a Myrrh album. I don't owe you anything, fat boy. Do you mean to tell me I can never get a platinum album with a Christian rock band?
No, but you can go double myrrh.
Double myrrh.
God damn it!
I love it. I love it.
Oh, please don't take the Lord's name in vain. You brought faith in Jesus.
By the way, whenever you say God damn it, you're not taking his name in vain. You're not saying damn God, you're saying God damn it. Which means I'm about to go on a rampage here. Which means that you are praying to God to damn something. Okay? You're not praying to whatever is above God to damn God. You're praying to God, who is the most above us, to damn something. It is actually a prayer to strike something down in damnation to hell. You're not saying God damn it is you in anger invoking the rage of God, which, by the way, a lot of people do a lot of the time. I don't know why, in any way, shape, or form, anyone thinks that God damn it is in any way taking God's name in vain. Taking God's name in vain would be like, fuck you, motherfucking God. That would be taking God's name in vain. But saying God damn it is you invoking God's damnation on a thing, whatever it is that you do not like. And
Oh, fuck Jesus!
well, that's not.
Derek, I'm pretty sure you shouldn't say the F word about
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Good job, dickhead. You lost the entire audience.
Now, fuck you, token, you black asshole!
Yes. Yes.
Pretty
Good.
I guess he got what he deserved.
He did.
Wait, +1.
Fuck you, Eric.
Oh!
Butters. Come on.
Everybody all mustered up and toned.
Great episode, funny episode, line stepping episode.
Habitual line stepper.
The music in this episode was dumb, but it was really good. It always makes me laugh at just how
Listen, if you are a person that wants to make music, and maybe it's your first step into music or something like that, I am probably your entry point to uplifting you and telling you maybe what's wrong, what's right, all of that. But I'm not ever going to shit on a person who makes music, because I want people that want to make music to make more music. And if I'm like, oh yeah, that was shit, never do that again, fucking kill yourself, which is like a lot of the internet, don't do that. Like, if you want me to react to anything that you do, I'm probably going to tell you to, like, do it better, do more. I'll tell you what I did and didn't like, and it's fine. Like, there, like, most of the shit that I do, people don't like. I don't know, man. Like, I'm here for people. Like,
how talented the creators of South Park are at making music. And I really like this episode because it takes you back in time. So if this episode got released in 2003, that would have been one of the major issues of the time. So a lot of musicians,
that was when I was in 11th grade, yeah,
about their music getting illegally downloaded because it was taking money out of their pockets, right?
And then we got
and
Spotify.
Kind of just takes you back to a time when was it Napster? I guess Napster would have been late 90s, maybe.
I actually don't know about that. I thought this was Napster, and Lars Ulrich had that because they talked about him, right? I really don't know when the Napster Kazaa LimeWire thing kind of it got muddied. I'm pretty sure Lars Ulrich
maybe.
did
and then
the thing.
I don't even know if iTunes existed yet in 2003, or if it did, it would have just been getting started. So I don't know if every artist would have been on board yet. But it's kind of cool though, because it's part of internet history, right? But if you enjoyed this reaction, please make sure to give.
Dude, he's super dope. I give him a sub. Everyone give him a sub. If nobody gives a shit about me, fair enough. Give this guy a super sub. Yeah, yeah. I want to watch Channel Awesome's Marvel Ain't Back Yet. I kind of waited for this. I've watched Captain America Brave New World. I agree with Black Nerd Comic about this video. I don't know if I agree with Channel Awesome. Is Marvel back? Because the last Marvel film was Deadpool, and Deadpool kind of pulled it, man. Deadpool definitely kind of pulled it. I am not saying Brave New World is like, oh, Marvel's back in its peak form. I think it was like a solid thing. But it wasn't the greatest, but it was not the worst. And even the worst, okay, to be completely fair, like the worst I would say is like Thor 4 Love and Thunder. And I actually kind of walked out of that super happy. So I don't know. Maybe I'm a Marvel simp. Maybe. I don't know. I want to see what he has to say.
Okay, so quick update before I go into my review of Captain America: Brave New World. A lot of times when I do these, I say, I'm so sorry I couldn't get you an untitled review show. You know, the fatigue knocked me out and stuff like that. And it's kind of been...
He got that fatigue. I have that, drunkenness. Fair enough.
Happening so much. I think I'm just gonna make this the show. The more kind of vlog style. Even this morning I got done.
I thought about making a review myself, but whatever. I'll respond to other people. Fair enough.
Shoveling, and I came in and I slept for like, I don't know, 2-3 hours, something like that. I mean, that's just what it does, right? And I get the brain fog really bad. So it, like I always say, it is getting better, but it's not gone. And the only other thing I'd have to maybe take away is doing the nostalgia critics, and I don't want to do that. I like doing those, so this is kind of the compromise I have to do. And on top of that, the numbers are about the same whether I do an untitled review show or a vlog review, so I'm gonna miss doing it, but at the same time, it is still... It just really stresses me out when I can't do one, so if I just make it like this is the norm, I'll probably do that. So this is, for at least the time being, if maybe it manages to go away. I do like doing that style, I enjoy it a great deal, but yeah, it really stresses me out when I can't hit a deadline or when I can't get one out. So if I just make this the norm, I think it'll be better for me, because then stress makes the fatigue worse and everything, so blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I am doing better, though. I mean, I know it sounds...
Right, he has a fibromyalgia thing. I don't know if that's actually it, but it seems to be what he has. I don't have that. I have a drunkenness problem, but fair enough.
It's like it's been, I've been saying that for a while, but it is true. It is definitely better from where it started, but enough of that. Now I'm going to go straight into Captain America: Brave New World, and yeah, boy, this is the most in one ear and out the other movie. This is...
I don't think that's a detriment. I think that's a equilibriant. Fuck. Here, hold on. Let me give you can we go Adele? Because I love Adele. Can we do Adele? Someone Like You, maybe?
I heard that you're settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away. I couldn't fight it. I hoped you'd see my face.
By the way, if you don't like Adele on here, you are on the completely so opposite of musicianship than I can ever tell you. So I'm just whatever. Sure. No, I'm super good.
And that you be reminded that for me,
I love
it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish.
Bro, we're in a realm in which the past 6 years, maybe 2 or 3 of those, I've had a girlfriend, which that's a completely different conversation. But like Adele is, yeah, I mean Adele is Adele for me, and I don't like people shitting on this Captain America movie. Yeah, it's not the best. Fair enough. I don't think anyone's saying this is the best, but like everyone's shitting on it. I don't want Marvel movies, which I don't think they're going to like stop it. But because we have like Fantastic Four and Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, I just don't think this is a movie that is worthy of the shit it's getting. Because I watched it last night. It was a fine movie. And I know I'm incredibly easy to entertain. But like,
it's not a bad movie. It's
and I normally agree with Doug here. I've met Doug. I have Doug here. That's not the simulation. Well, even if it is a simulation telling me that, why do I have any like response to it if that's what the simulation is telling me? I agree with. No, I completely disagree that this is a bad movie. Like, I've seen a lot of bad movies. This is not a bad movie. I had a pretty fucking fun time with it. It allowed me to escape 2 hours of my life. Like what do people want movies to do? I'm so... I don't know what people want, and they're like, oh, we want a good movie. We want a fucking educational movie. We want this and that and the other. But, like, movies are there to distract you from your shitty life, and it did that. So, like, if I see a movie that distracted me from my shitty life for, like, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, how in any realm is that a bad movie? I don't get it. And even Doug, I don't think says this is a bad movie. Is Marvel back? Probably not. But like, it's still a decent movie. Well, I'm dismissing whatever the fuck you said about Saturn's rings. It's fucking like you're fucking amoeba trying to like do some weird shit with everything, which makes no sense with anything that I'm saying. But like, Doug, I mean, what he's saying, it's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie, and I don't think that's what I said. It's not like a great movie. It's an okay movie. Like, if you want to be distracted from your life for like 2.5 hours, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I'm a guy that was like super smiles from Thor 4, and people hated that movie. They hated Thor 4. So I don't know. I am a Marvel simp. I enjoy Marvel movies. I like seeing big people smash things, and like Captain America was Falcon doing shit. Like, don't listen to me.
Really hard for me to find a reason to recommend it, though. I can see someone seeing this film and saying, yeah, that was fine. That was totally okay. But Yeah, maybe apart from one or two little details that my lizard brain goes, ooh, at in terms of stuff happening in the MCU.
He's not wrong.
Nothing really stood out that much. It wasn't that interesting.
But why do things have to stand out? Why can't we just watch a movie that's like pretty okay and be like, hey, that was pretty okay? Like, why does everything have to be the best of the best all the time, everywhere, or the worst of the worst all the time, everywhere? Like, why can't things be mid, as kids are calling them? Like, well, I don't know anything about any of that. I'm not gonna even like talk about any of that because I don't know. I'm just a human. I don't know about Saturn and everything. I know about like the gravitational pull of it, the moons of it. You're talking about some weird shit that I'm not even going to discuss. I'm talking about a human on the fucking planet Earth that enjoyed like some Marvel shit. Anything outside of Earth doesn't really fucking matter to me. And I just kind of point out where it is. Like you're trying to get the trifecta of like me, my soul, and like where things are in the sky. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I just don't give a shit about it. I'm a human being on the fucking planet Earth in Dallas Fort Worth area. So
Interesting. The writing in it feels 15 years old. There are so many jokes in here. And it's not
yeah, I do, but I don't believe they've ever been here. But if they have, then fair enough. They have. It doesn't really matter if I've been affected by them or not. I'm doing what I'm doing, so it doesn't really fucking matter. Anything anyone has ever been doing to us, if it doesn't matter in our actual lifestyle, then it doesn't fucking matter. Like, what are we talking about?
not a movie that's bogged down by jokes by any means, but you can tell they said, well, we need a joke here, we need a joke there, and they all feel like jokes that, maybe would have worked in Iron Man 1.
Maybe not, though. Like, I completely disagree with his assertment on this.
And even then, I don't always know. Like, some of them, I swear some of these jokes were, like, from Ocean's 11. Like,
I've heard that. I don't agree.
The George Clooney one, there's one where somebody makes a big speech, and it's like, oh, that's good. You've been working a while on that. Did you get a speechwriter do that a little bit? Yeah, how'd it go? Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that was almost...
I've heard this in 2 or 3, like, reviews, but I watched it last night, and I didn't put up a review of it, but, like, I genuinely don't agree with this. I don't know. I've been watching this shit. Well, I've been a Marvel fan since, like, 1990, like, X-Men and everything. Like, I've collected the comics. On with you, just, I don't know about theory. I don't know what that means.
Beat for beat from Ocean's 11, and how many years old is that? And even that was a remake of something else, but, or a callback to something else. But, yeah, this is not a movie that I'm watching, rolling my eyes, saying, oh my god, this is terrible by any means, but just nothing is really leaving...
Okay, that's what he says. This is not a movie that's terrible by any means. And I don't think that makes it a terrible movie. He's like, it's not a terrible movie by any means. It's an okay movie. And I agree with you. Yeah. But listen, we're talking about Marvel shit. And I love Marvel shit. I'm a big X-Men guy. I believe everyone should go see this movie. It's not the best movie. I will play you Black Nerd Comedy's whatever his review, because whenever I go to Retropalooza again in October, and by the way, I will go. And when I first went and like interviewed all these like big YouTubers, I was a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie, but now people are like me. I've understood that everyone, especially in the YouTube sphere, is like me. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't have anyone to like film me. By the way, if you want to come down here, like in Retropalooza and like be my cameraman, fair enough. I'll pay for your ride. I got a little bit of money, but here. Well, let's
of an impression. And there's a couple things I can say. All right, like that stood out. One of them is Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford, I think, for someone that I think almost on a dare or is just being a troll, almost tries to sabotage his interviews sometimes, just showing how much he doesn't care. It does not show in his performances. That's definitely a good thing.
I've heard that a lot. Harrison Ford, dude, even in Jedi, like in 1981, 80, 81, whatever it was, Harrison Ford did not want to be there. He was done. Well, I took another 99 Blackberry shot. It's like 5 of your beers, but fair enough. It is 11:11. What do I wish for? My life to be not me, but that's what we have. And my ex-wife is probably super fucking her boyfriend or husband or whatever right now. So it's, I mean, it just is what is happening. That well, we don't really care about that. Okay. Hold on. I could go down that rabbit hole. I'm not going to.
Whenever he is acting, you swear he really tries to get a good idea what's going on.
I think Harrison Ford,
he never feels like he's sleepwalking through it.
I actually believe Harrison Ford like actually put effort into that movie. Yeah, I know. Can we like move past the 11:11 thing? Like, I get it, 100%. That's why I bought $50 worth of booze, like 4 beat boxes, 6 99 proofs, and a bottle of Jager, which I have taken like 2 shots of. Maybe tomorrow night we'll take more.
Any scene with him in it is usually pretty good. There's another actor here. I have the IMDb here up. Where is he? Are you not?
They're not.
Here? Oh,
I'm just
whatever reason he's not showing up. I gotta look a little deeper into it. But he's a dude
Carl Lumbly
in the movie. You've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. He does a good job. And then the villain, without giving too much away, was fun to see again. It's an actor I like, and I kind of felt like he got the shaft in the past in terms of the MCU, and I'm glad he's back.
Time got the shaft.
That said, this film feels like a best of compilation of Marvel's afterthoughts.
I don't want anyone to be
this Captain America. I kind of had to remind myself, oh yeah, Anthony Mackie is Captain America now. I forgot about that. Falcon and Winter Soldier. And, it's one of those things where I'm like, all right, if you want, I'm sure it's like a million Captain Americas in the comics. If you want to keep it going, fine, sure. I am one of those people that at first Like, I saw the original Captain America movie.
Got it.
That was okay. That was fine. And then Avengers came out, and again, I'm like, he's fine, but I didn't see.
So Doug, like I get it. Actually, Doug is the more fine reproach than I have. I am like a fucking like jizz guzzler from fucking every Marvel film. Even Thor: Love and Thunder, like I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie. So I was dating a girl at the time, and we went to Thor: Love and Thunder, and I enjoyed it. Like, I actually had a pretty good time. Everyone on the internet fucking hated it. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck me. Like, right? Like, everyone hated it.
See him as like a real leader, a real wow, this is like an icon kind of thing. Not really did that happen until Winter Soldier. And even then I was like, okay, well now I buy him as Captain America, but is he a leader? And then as the films kept going with the other Avengers movies, with Civil War and so forth, he really came into his own. So I mentioned that because to me right now, I do not really see Anthony Mackie as like the replacement of that, you know, the new Captain America kind of thing. Even
I will disagree. I'm sorry. I know people say that. I don't know. I disagree. I think Anthony Mackie is a great Captain America replacement. We're not getting Chris Evans back. I'm sorry. We aren't. And we aren't.
Even though he's a totally fine actor, and there's nothing really that wrong with the character.
And that's what people say. Oh, he's a fine actor or whatever. It's not Captain America. You're not getting Chris Evans back. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not. Who do you want? Okay, Anthony Mackie is whatever. But, like, okay, let's say you punch him in the skull. Who do you got? From a skull, like, fucking fractured placement. Well, you're not gonna get that. This is what you have. And actually, like, legitimately, even if you don't like what he is, which I believe you should, maybe Pretty Woman. Well, what Pretty Woman? But even then, like, who do you want? It's not gonna be like, who do you think? Chris Evans is done. It's done. We're done, broski. No, we're not doing Chris Evans. We have Anthony Mackie. Yes. Yes, I have. Dude, I'm as old as you. Of course I've seen her. What are you even talking about? You want her to be the next freaking Captain America? Like, what are we even talking about, man?
Character, but I was trying to figure out why. And one is, again, could take time. Could be something where it could be like Chris Evans, where I'm like, I need to see a little bit more from him. Or he needs to be defined a little bit more. He has to go through more stuff. That totally could be. The other thing, too, it didn't hit me until halfway through this, because I'm like, well, what do I know about this guy? I mean, I saw Falcon and Winter Soldier, and he's in a ton, Falcon's in a ton of these movies, but he was never someone that, like, stood out. I mean, that was nobody's like favorite Avenger. You know what I mean? Falcon. But again, you can change that. You can rise up and, you know, become this big icon and everything. But something I realized that just really kind of struck to the core of why Captain America, one of the reasons Captain America, at least in the movies, was interesting, was that he was from a different time. He was kind of like if one of the...
I completely disagree with him on that. Anthony Mackie is from our time, and oh my god, do I have to go with like the fucking Trump time? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Kent became a superhero, but not Superman, no. But I mean, you know, like Paul Kent became a superhero kind of thing. Like, you know, he's a little bit of a Boy Scout. He's just got these old-fashioned values and everything. But, you know, they're good values. They're strong values. They're values that carry over. But he's still out of his time. He's still a little bit out of his element. And that's very interesting. Just from the start, that's very interesting. And this Captain America, I'm just like, well, okay, he's a nice guy. He fights through stuff like any superhero should, but I don't get too much else out of him. Even during the Falcon and Winter Soldier, where they really...
I completely disagree. I think Anthony Mackie, he doesn't have the super soldier serum. He wants to be like what everyone wants to be. Like, I get it. I don't know.
Really, you know, go much more into who he is and everything. Again, he's fine, but to be the Captain America, the face of America and everything, or at least in this universe.
And Bucky talked about that. Like, Captain America was something everyone hoped for, but Anthony Mackie was like what everyone strived for. Well, I mean, fair enough. Go to sleep whenever you want to, right?
In the MCU,
I am
there yet. I'm not saying it can't.
I am here for, well, I'm going to tell you what I'm here for. I'm here for Wanda. I don't really give a shit about everything else. If they're going to talk about Wanda, Scarlet Witch, like, oh yeah, she did this and that and everything. Like, I'm not here to fucking, like, do whatever, but I'm here for them to propagate the Marvel, like, whatever into the multiverse or whatever. So if you don't like Captain America and his style, fair enough.
Can't get there, but it's definitely not there in this movie. And with that said, if you're looking at this movie thinking, well, that's okay, I just want to see him fight the Red Hulk.
Right.
It is in the movie. And it's there for a bit of time, but it's not until the end. And full disclosure, I think I would have gotten into this movie more if I did not know there was going to be a Red Hulk in this.
Sure.
You know, they could
Most
tease it
people,
like they certainly do throughout the majority of the movie. But I feel like if I was watching this not knowing what was going on with Harrison Ford, not knowing what
everyone did,
I would be more interested. But because they do save it to the end, I'm like, well, okay, we'll just get to the big silly effects. I want to see him as big silly Hulk and everything. And when it happens, it's neat. I think with every Hulk, every iteration of Hulk, it's going to be a mix of good effects and bad effects. And even when the effects are bad, most of the time, it's still enjoyable to watch. And this is no exception. It's fun seeing the Harrison Ford face on this giant monster, on this red giant monster. And it is enjoyable. The fighting is, you know, kind of cool. But all the advertising is making it look like this is, I mean, bare minimum, he's coming in at the halfway point. I mean, bare minimum, probably the end of the first act. You know, he's got to be in there, and he's not. It's like the climax of the movie, and